You muted the TV. Unmute it.
I didn't mute the TV.
You're on the remote.
Name one remote. What do you mean name one?
You said name one. I didn't say name one.
Fine. You're a magical. You're the witch.
Turn the TV on. I'm not just gonna listen to you.
Shaq?
Steven Shackelford.
I thought you meant Shaquille O'Neal.
I thought he was calling someone who he thought was really funny Shaq.
Like the Shaq of opinions.
Like Shaq and Kobe, yeah. Are you gonna have posture the whole day, or is that a new thing you're trying out? Looking like
my posture being shitty is a new thing.
I'm like a meerkat.
You're standing up and you look like you're trying to stand up. It looks weird.
I'm sitting up.
Okay, well, it looks like you're standing. You got me there.
Don't move your chair too much. We framed up for that.
Sorry. He fucking challenged
I'll stand the whole
me.
time.
You sit the down.
I'll stand the whole time.
You look like a stick of bamboo.
Yeah. You look like Wrigley's gum.
Yeah.
Ignore them.
You look like
You guys all have sunglasses on.
you look like a toilet brush.
your sweater looked
Right.
like a tire on your body.
It does feel rough. Like if you did not have
Touch
an
it,
undershirt.
touch it, touch it.
That's what the inside of my intestines
It
looks
feels-
like.
The inside is not like this. Feel the inside. Feel the inside.
Okay.
It's soft.
Oh, so it's like armor.
It's nice. Okay, well, hold on. That's not the
Did
sweater.
we shoot you with an Australian
You
gun?
guys are framed perfectly to soyjak at the Sydney Opera House. But you look here. Look at this camera.
I like how Nick also made a thug ND filter, which is just gaff tape
Yes,
over
so
the
I've got
lens.
an MD filter, but then I also have an eyelash because we've got this flare. So I
Yeah.
took the flare out.
So that's what you don't learn at film school. Where do I
you
look?
might
I don't
learn
even
that.
know where
in
to
You
look.
might
school. I
learn it
feel
because
that.
you're all poor. But with that, welcome back to the yard.
Welcome to the yarn.
We're in Australia.
Is that your best?
Look, we've been all over the place. We've been doing some pretty. He's been putting me through.
How are? Wow.
Dude, it's been atrocious.
Yeah, we definitely hung out with Tricky Mac for a whole day.
That was like meeting. That was like a little kid meeting like Disney, like Mickey Mouse.
Well, you met Tricky Matt?
Yeah,
Yeah, we hung
it
out
was,
with him.
It was awesome.
He gave me a beanie
It was insane.
and a CD.
He gave us all a beanie.
Yeah.
And I felt obligated. I was like, I need you to know that I think this is cool, but I can't. I'm not posturing as big of a fan as
Yeah,
these
you
other
haven't
two.
listened to Legends of the Sesh.
Yeah,
I have listened to Legends
So
of the
there's
Sesh.
there's an Australian rapper that we've mentioned on the pod before, Tricky Mac, and also Benny T, the hottest duo out of Australia.
Retired.
And retired.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Benny T's retired. Tricky Mac not retired, better than ever. But the boys in Australia surprised us meeting him, and I basically hung out with him all night. We went to Crown's Casino together. We got dinner, etc. And we're walking, and I'm asking him just so many questions that like I only have this chance to. I'm just like, so what's your mom think? Like what? I'm just asking him all these questions. He's like, yeah. So my mom like hates it. And then one day on Mother's Day, I got her Legends of the Sesh. So I gave her the CD.
That's really fucking funny.
And she never listens to the music, but this time she did. And she messages me, and she's like, does Benny T really have a horse dick?
No way.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Bob shit tats and
Yo,
bad
bring him
acne.
around.
That's me.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess sometimes when you drop gold, even parents have to respect it.
Yeah.
Son, this is fire.
That was good.
Yeah, I know. I'm good at it,
No,
bro.
come on.
I'm good
I don't.
at accents.
No, I don't want to get you confident.
No.
The Connor episode
Reel him back
proves.
in.
The
Reel
Connor
it back
episode was a
in.
problem,
You know
but
one of the most annoying things you've ever done?
no.
I have a litany of them, but specifically, you get really mad at YouTube comments, and you're like, you piece of shit, and you'll reply to them all day. You used a YouTube comment as evidence that you were right against me
Yes.
about the illusion argument from last
Yes,
week.
because
Which is so dumb.
the
'cause
person's
it's a random
no,
YouTube
no,
Oh, I
it wasn't
see.
random. The person
It wasn't random. They agreed with me.
That's true.
Their name was
Also,
Edgar Allan Poe, and their profile picture was the Raven.
no.
They're really smart.
No, they had the Vincent Van Gogh skull smoking weed.
The name of the account was Hobby Technology.
Oh,
And
okay.
so-
You know what? You didn't say that. This guy's clearly into gizmos.
So he's into gizmos,
Why does a
gadgets,
Gizmo
icons.
gadget guy know about English?
Because that's the gizmos and gadgets of our tongue.
The most gizmo gadgety people are Japanese people, and they don't know
Okay,
shit
that's
about
racist.
English.
More
you
shit
can't say
noise.
that. That is a
Racist.
racist thing to say.
It's not. Is
What
that
about,
racist?
what about MKBHD? He's
So
not Japanese.
You're telling me you meet a
He's into
He could
gizmos,
be.
You meet a
gadgets.
I
Japanese
wouldn't
man,
assume.
Ludwig. You meet a Japanese man, and you go, "Hey, I hear you're a gizmo gadget type guy."
I don't go
You
to
think that's chill.
Dude, I did do something racist this
Gizmo
week, though.
Desica.
Time for Ludwig.
The three
Racist of the
gizmo
year.
gadget guys, fucking your old roommate, MKBHD, and like Japanese people collectively.
All of the entire population.
What do you
All
do that was
Hundo
racist, Ludwig?
I was playing GeoGuessr with Sykkuno, and we were in a nondescript Asian country that we weren't sure if it was Japan or Taiwan. And I was like,
Oh,
Sykkuno, you probably know this.
No,
But I meant it, bro. I meant it. I meant it.
I meant it, period.
Unreal.
But I meant
Yeah,
it.
But I
That's
meant it because I'm
unreal.
racist. No, I meant it because I was like, you watch anime. It was what my thoughts were.
I don't think that's true.
You
I don't think that's
he
what your
watches
thoughts were.
anime?
Shame
I
on
think
My
you.
thoughts were not.
No, I just don't believe you have thoughts. Personally.
Well, I also did that
What
thing
did
with Maya.
Sykkuno say?
He was like, Ludwig? Are you saying because I'm Asian?
Oh my
And then I had to backtrack.
Rick.
He is just like Morty.
He's the Morty of YouTube streaming.
Oh my God, Ludwig.
He's a little less panicked Morty. Yeah.
He's
And I
like
was-
if Morty was hot. And
What?
like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause
Morty's a kid.
I know, but like what
So
I'm
that's
saying
why
is
if he was
Sykkuno
hot.
was a sex
Okay, I see.
icon.
So the kid, to be clear, the kid isn't hot. I
Sykkuno's
want to
the
make that
hottest kid
clear.
on Twitch.
Let-
There are no hot kids
I'm gonna take
in
a
the show
brave
or out of it.
stance that the cartoon child in that show for for neckbeards is not hot, and I will stand
That's
on that.
brave.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you,
Wow.
everyone.
It's honestly pretty brave because like similarly aged children in anime are considered hot by people.
I know it's gross. That's why. That's why.
I worded that like I think it, but
yeah.
no, it's other people.
You're like, dude, there's totally people who think this. You're like, you
There's-
don't
it's
understand.
It's not
It's
me,
because
but, like-
canonically they're, hundreds.
even if they're not canonically
hundreds of years,
bro.
100.
Do you look up Sakura hentai? That she's 13 canon.
No,
not in Street
1,000
Fighter.
years.
Not in
1,000
Street
years.
Fighter.
There's a.
Sakura Street
No,
Fighter.
she's still in a schoolgirl outfit, and then she does shoryukens.
Oh, you mean Naruto?
yeah.
You talking about Naruto?
I'm talking Naruto.
I feel like there's so many characters named Sakura across so many things.
Well, it just is cherry blossom in Japanese, so it's kind of like a gimme.
Word.
Okay, I wanted to look at so Atrioc got a little bit lit up because he did a video on Elon Musk, and what is really fun about Elon Musk being mentioned on YouTube is all the little shitters
Yeah.
that come out, and
He's
they're
got
like,
fans,
They
bro.
spawn like creepers.
they spawn and they're like, no, bro, you're stupid, dude. And it was just really funny because he was catching strays. I guess they're like no life Andes. Of course, my mom walks into my room as soon as Atrioc starts talking about Elon Musk having sex. You know what? Maybe I should watch his content.
Yeah, we're driving on the way here, and Slime is just like being world's most dangerous hater towards Atrioc.
Yeah, I'm FBI's most wanted hater.
and he's just like, I fucking hate that guy. Fucking content. Fucking hate this guy. And I'm like, have you ever watched Marketing Monday? He's like, no.
yeah,
And I'm like, bro, you know him.
yeah.
Which
And
is
you-
crazy.
and you're-
because
Here's why.
if you think about the content that you consume and makes you happiest, Marketing Monday is for you.
It's
Close
because
up the alley.
It's
And
because
then, and then hold
he's-
on, no, you're actually not ready yet.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
on you, Tom.
we're also still in the Uber, and he goes like, me squeaks and whatever, and like I start laughing. I'm like, that is funny. And he goes, it's only funny because I deliver it right.
Sure.
He's also
But he was
our
doing
friend.
an Atrioc impression.
He's just our friend that you shouldn't be a hater towards because he has his own slew of haters.
I'm not a hater. That's
you
true.
just said you are Atrioc's number one
You
hater.
said, well, you said
Atrioc-
FBI's most
I'm
wanted hater.
FBI's most
Atrioc
wanted.
does not strike me as a creator who has a lot of haters online.
Not a lot, but he certainly has some. Like there was the Mizkiff scandal, and then the Elon
What was the
Musk
Mizkiff
thing.
scandal?
He said that EE cheating on school for 50K is not a big deal.
And he said it's funny.
And then Mizkiff
Miskiff got pissed at that.
Mizkiff got pissed, and then Mizkiff viewers were
Yeah,
also
Mizkiff
pissed.
kind of deserves that, huh?
Deserves what?
Someone cheating on his show.
I have no opinion on that.
You don't
I think-
deserve it.
I'm gonna.
I think the
I'll be brave.
it's 50K. Cheating
This
for
is
50K.
already covered.
Yeah, we don't need to
Miskiff
go back to
basically
this.
was like, I put a lot of time and effort to not have cheating and like have a good show, and then it gets kind of shit on.
Dude,
And
I think
thought
the
that was
problem,
like, you know what, that
the
makes
problem
sense.
with that is Atrioc in his head, he sees 50 grand and he's like, yeah, that's like 2 Nvidia stocks. So it's
God,
like no big
why,
deal to him.
That's why I don't like Atrioc, bro.
I saw
Even though he's my friend, I love him.
I saw EE for the first time since like the whole cheating thing, and I made like a couple mogul mails about it at Alfred's beer pong event. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, how do I approach this? Before I can even think about it, like minute 1 in the building, he's like, not gonna say hi to me? And I was like,
Oh yeah, you're already in a spot.
I was like,
he's
nah.
such a clout goblin, bro.
I was gonna say hi, what's up?
He was like, when Miskiff was like, yeah, he basically begged me at the Streamer Awards to like let me on the show. I was like, I bet he did. Like, I don't know, man.
Dude, honestly,
I've been over that shit.
that's
for a
in
long
Ocean's
time.
1, if I ever seen it.
Ocean's 1.
Begged to be on the
Nice.
show, set up a cheat scam on episode 1, get to the finals, set up another cheat scam.
Ocean's E.
Yeah, Ocean's E, baby. That guy's the GOAT. Anyway,
Yeah, but like, can we real quick? We're in this country, if you want to call it.
Do you want to call it that?
Because we're salty because we have the airing of grievances right now. Listen to us. No Wi-Fi in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how do you live like this? All right.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be better.
Pay for
We're
the
supposed
Airbnb
to be civilized.
in the downtown of Sydney, very expensive. We show up and I say, "Hi, can you give me the Wi-Fi password?" And they said the internet is not ready.
said it in an accent
like a
in the
pizza.
text.
Like they're
In the
making a
te-
pizza for us.
They
I can't
put
even watch.
They put slash Oz at the end of the message.
I can't even watch Wendover as I try to fall asleep in our freezing apartment.
It's a shame.
Fucked
You
up. I'm
can't
like you
use
now.
data.
I'm the princess.
I was in
Bit of a
bed last night. I was like,
angle.
I don't have internet, and I was just watching downloaded episodes of Big Mouth in my fucking single
Dude,
bed.
Aiden is watching downloaded episodes of Big Mouth on the plane here and just laughing out loud on the plane. I was just like, there's just
Having a good
no
time.
way this show is
It-
that funny.
it is. I gotta be honest. It's probably the show that makes me audibly laugh the most.
Really?
Yeah.
I love hearing you laugh. I mean, to be fair though, Slime could just be there and be like, and then you'll like almost be bursting every other podcast.
Yeah, so
So I think with media, like when I'm alone, it's definitely a bit harder, right? Because there's no like social aspect
You're a
to
cheap
it.
laugh. It's not worth much.
All right. Well, I'm not fucking.
You are extremely cheap laugh.
You're,
Dude, remember
you're
the you
a
laugh
dime
you
a dozen
lose?
hooer. You laughed at that, bro.
Yeah, and when we travel together, you spend all weekend fucking the whore. So
because you're the easiest one to
Yeah,
get.
you do. You
All
do.
right.
You do dig him out.
I'm in a new country. I'm going to my whore. I'm not trying to find. I got to speak a new language. I got to like figure out jokes that are with the times.
Why when the
And now
well
I
is
feel
so
bad for
full of
laughing at
water?
this.
The well is so full. The
well is
You're
so
so
full.
ready to bust at any moment. Just a little tickle.
And even Nick Kroll and the boys are getting their piece.
You're like Veruca
Nick
Salt.
yeah, Nick Kroll made the show.
You're
Yeah, I
like
know.
Veruca Salt being rolled around, and you're a big berry full of laffy juice.
Who's Veruca Salt?
He's Veruca Salt.
Who is Veruca Salt?
He's Veruca Salt.
What
You
does
didn't
that
watch
mean?
Mr. Beast's Willy Wonka video? Did he not turn someone into a giant blueberry?
yeah, that's where that started. Was the Mr. Beast Willy Wonka
Oh,
video?
yeah,
It's the
he
girl.
made
Yeah,
Willy Wonka.
yeah, it's from the Mr.
Yeah.
Beast
Right,
video.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, there's
They
unironically
made a whole movie about
there's
that.
probably
Mr. Beast video.
a million human beings on this earth who think that Willy Wonka came from Mr. Beast.
Dude, well, did I tell you what happened with Myth?
No.
You know how
Nar.
Myth does impressions?
Nar.
I was
Yeah.
like, hit me with the Jerry Seinfeld, classic, an easy one to do. Thought it'd be a layup for him. He goes, I don't know how to do that. And I was like,
Wow, he's too
whoa.
young.
And then I said this. I thought about it for a moment. I go, okay, give me the B from the B movie. I shit you not.
No.
Top
What?
5 Jerry Seinfelds
No
I've ever heard.
fucking way,
I'm not
dude.
fucking with
That's
you.
so bad.
He jumps right into it. Oh, it's the big deal. And he's doing the whole Jerry.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's the same guy.
that
And
is
he's just sits there
crazy.
embarrassed like a young
That's
kid.
insane.
So good.
I love. It's funny because he has the position. Because I deal with this a lot of the young person always being like, "Yeah, I don't give a shit, boomer idiot." But the fact that he got embarrassed is he shouldn't have done. He didn't have to do that.
He was just like stunned that like
Shook.
that he knew he could do it but didn't know what it was.
Dude, Myth at your birthday party, he was pretty drunk. He's like, "Hey, do you want to see me shotgun a beer? You should video of me shotgunning a beer. I'm the best to ever do it." I'm like, I would love to see that. And I watched this video, and it's him, and he guns half of it, and then he can't finish it, and he looks like he ate a sour warhead, and he's just like that was the worst time of his life.
It was his first shotgun ever.
That's crazy. I'm like, you're really good at this. He's like,
Wow, you
I
really
know."
are the goat.
It's really funny.
He opened it and it's on the side and it just pours out. And we're like, hey, come on. And he's like, oh, okay. But then he just stops drinking. Look, that's what you get when you get a streamer who was successful before college.
He's adorable. He's like a teddy bear when he's
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah, his life with his streamer friends, like now, like him going out to these events and things, this is his college equivalent.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's so gross.
He's old though.
Whoa.
He's an old man. Like
What are you talking about? He's
his-
21.
in terms of his soul. Aiden, fucking
You
idiot.
got an old soul. Aiden.
I don't think he has an old soul.
He does.
No, I don't.
Is
think
that
he
what you
does.
say about
Myth.
Sakura?
I don't think you have an old soul.
He's got.
He's like. I remember when building was still in the game.
That's funny, bro.
What do you say?
He said, "Is that what you say about Sakura from Naruto?"
Yeah.
Hey,
he wants to
hey,
fuck
come
the-
on,
yeah, I'm
bro.
with you, I'm
Come
with you,
on.
yeah.
This
Cartoon
guy.
girl. Yeah, you
I used
really.
to jerk off to that a lot.
Hey, welcome.
Back in the day.
Welcome to the Eamon Friedland show.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Aiden Friedland show.
I went on Trash Taste. That was like a segment.
What?
All right.
So,
this is
what do you jerk off to?
Oh,
And it was
yeah?
like Garnt, and I was like,
You're like Nami. You should know this. I've said it 900 times.
well, Nami's more of a meme. I don't really.
Well, you used to.
You strike me as somebody
not
who
really
doesn't
much.
beat anymore.
I don't
You
beat
seem
much.
like you're overbeating.
I'm not a beat guy.
I'm hitting the fucking DDR pad in there, bro. I'm seeing arrows in.
I'm playing
on the
Guilty
shit.
Gear. How much I beat, bro?
Although I was nervous, I damn near came to myself on the plane over here.
You
No,
damn
that
near
would've been
camed yourself,
bad.
bud. Do you want to
Damn
talk
near.
about that?
Lapping. Were you?
Well-
But you were in business class. You have like a little
just,
cum
dude,
jar.
just go wank one out in
Yeah.
Delta One.
The chill thing in Delta One is that she actually comes over, the flight attendant, they hold the jar out for
Yeah.
you.
Right.
That's really chill.
Well, that's a lawsuit. That's
Well, it's
No,
not
it's
a
part of the
lawsuit.
service.
That's just
Elon,
that's just top tier
That's a $250,000 settlement, actually.
It's on the menu.
No, not on a commercial
They
flight.
do enemas too.
The Qantas sock. It comes with a single tube
Hello,
sock.
welcome to Flying Qantas. Under your seat, you'll find a sock to come inside of. Thank you for flying Qantas.
Please put the sock on you before your
Dude,
children.
They had that little like Qantas. They had the little Qantas amenities bag. I'm looking through it. I'm like, oh, they got a toothbrush in there, sleeping mask, cum sock.
Yeah, but they call it like a murimut or something. Like that. Do you want takeaway for your murimut?
You know what I thought was really funny was at the beginning of the flight they roll, or at the beginning of every movie you watch this little like Qantas Spirit of
They
Australia
have like
video.
a trailer for their own airline that you're on.
Yeah, and
It's
they're like
kinda
singing
money.
a song.
I'm a Qantas fan.
The first person singing, a great airline by the way, but person singing at the beginning of the video is Troye Sivan, who isn't Australian for one.
Who is a Troye Sivan?
He's like this. He used to do YouTube. He became like a singer.
heard of him, yeah.
He's like
Gay icon.
just a gay icon.
Okay.
And Troy was in L.A. recently, or maybe lives in L.A. like part time.
Welcome to your
Phil,
guideline.
Phil, who styled Ludwig for Mogul Money Live,
Yeah.
had apparently confirmed that Troy had a real active Hinge account and spent the entirety of his trip in L.A.
Trying to
attempting to
Yeah,
match
basically
with Troy
snag-
Sivan on
Basically
Hinge.
playing gay Pokemon Go.
No, yeah, you're playing like Minecraft fishing.
I mean, you gotta be like top shelf, right? Like Troy definitely gets to pick.
Troy, I
His
think
sweet-
Troy's getting
Phil,
a pick.
Phil looks great though. I think he.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Phil can
not
make
saying
it
he
happen.
doesn't, but it's like
I went shopping with Phil that week at like an open. I wanted to say open air market, like we were looking for meat.
Yeah, Aiden went to a
but-
mall. He's trying to figure out what
Yeah,
to
you
call
went
it.
No, we went to
you go to the
the
dirt mall.
arcade here.
We went to Melrose
Buy some
Trading
tires.
Post, which is
Okay.
like an
What did I
outdoor.
tell you about your fucking hand, Aiden?
Which is outdoor
What-
shopping.
Aiden, what did I tell you about your
Oh,
hand?
he's so
And
mad right
Melrose?
now.
Melrose
Oh,
Trading
with you.
Post.
He's not even listening.
Go ahead.
No, because I'm having a conversation, and you're starting a new conversation where you interrupt me.
Then what to say about your hand? You're doing this.
It's more
don't-
important.
Hold
I'm
on,
blocking you now.
everybody.
I'm blocking you.
I'm gonna get your attention.
Wait,
Hey
what's
kids,
over there?
jingling the keys. Sydney Opera House.
All
All right, go
keep
ahead.
on,
Tell
keep
your
going.
We're
fucking dumb
walking
mall
around
story.
Melrose Trading Post, and this is Phil is the person who styled you, right?
Yes.
Has a sense of fashion.
Very
He
stylish.
Picked those shoes that you're wearing
You did
right
pick
now.
these shoes.
Which you spilled coffee on.
Wouldn't have
I
probably
did.
picked the rest of the
Ooh,
outfit to go
gross.
with it. I would imagine.
My outfit kind
Phil,
of bangs.
Phil, you could confirm or not.
My outfit
But
kind
I've
of
never
bangs.
walked around with somebody who's gotten so many compliments from strangers in such a short period of time,
Dude.
especially a man.
I had this thought walking here because I'm like a 15-minute walk from my hotel to this place where we're recording, and everyone is very stylish, and all the guys don't wear socks, and I'm like, why are they so much more fashionable?
Dude, Melbourne was crazy.
They just
Everyone
go.
was just hot and stylish.
What?
This is just
Yes,
Wait,
in
this is
downtown
just
it was
places.
crazy.
This is just places that aren't America.
We live in LA, bro, and it's like there's only like two fits for straight people. It's like you look like a frat guy, or you just look like whatever slime looks like. And
No, he does not dress like LA people. You're either homeless or you're in a frat.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And then and then it's like Phil and like the fabulous gay community. They look nice, but all the fucking straighties looking like
Well, yeah,
shit.
that's our problem. We just
Yeah,
don't have
we have
any
straighties,
sauce.
they have tradies.
They're still like they
We're
still
straight
wear
white
skinny
males,
jeans,
bro.
bro.
We just don't have like any sort of cultural impact that matters. And
But
you
straight
know,
people here do,
ye-
unless they're all gay.
No, they're all gay. Everyone from Australia is a gay man.
We invented dying by bullet in the brain.
That's true.
That's pretty tight.
That's pretty fucking hype. I was like, we were making jokes. I was like, yeah, I got spaghetti at the spaghetti store the other night because I was like, we went and got coffee, and I was like, oh, they have spaghetti
Yeah,
here.
Slime ordered spaghetti last night at like fucking 9 p.m.
Yeah, I know.
At like sorry, that sounds normal.
That's
at a,
super
at a
normal.
coffee shop.
Yeah.
That's tight.
And
He
I-
ordered coffee shop spaghetti. He's just slopping it up, and he's like, we were in a kind of in a rush, and he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna order. I'm gonna eat really fast, and then I see what he gets. He orders a fucking plate of spaghetti, and he's just eating like as fast as you can eat an entire plate of spaghetti. I'm like, you have a minimum of 40 bites right
Yen
now.
saw me. Yen stared into the eyes of God.
You carbo loaded for today. That's like me in the 5 minutes for a pod when I'm wolfing down my
yeah,
Cafe
when you're,
Rio.
when you're sweating and
I wish I was
horking.
there for it so I could call you chubby little boy.
Yeah, but I was graceful. I was like
No.
a swan.
Was he graceful?
Yeah, and was I a swan?
That
Yan,
Yes,
Yan,
sir.
Shmee
Yan
schmah.
just,
Yes, sir.
but by the recounting of the podcast, Yan just exists to see you in your lowest moments.
Yeah, I was joking that Yan has explored my body more than any woman ever
You're
will.
not joking. that is true.
Yeah, it's just war hardened.
Even Lana didn't have to look directly into the Sauron's
Into
eye of my butthole.
Same with Archie.
Yeah, well, I think Archie
Dude, poor
Archie
Archie.
had it good because he could put a mask and then just like the angle was the same, right?
Yeah.
So he just didn't have to see it. He just had to hide one butt and then go away from it. Yan had to.
Yan
I
had to
told him
live
not
it.
to look
Hey, to
away.
be fair, Yan was in the room and could look away.
No, I told him not to.
Dan could look at like war-torn footage. He could look at like beheadings, one man, one jar. He'll feel nothing after that
Yeah.
day.
I would rather watch a beheading than a video of the inside of your asshole.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Hey,
I feel like we can use our words in different ways.
It's the thing is, like, when I hear the sounds that come out of your asshole, it makes me think
It's
that
different
I've
now.
been describing
It's
it.
different.
I've been describing it the past week.
different.
It sounds like a cauldron.
Yeah, no,
bubbling.
it sounds like a cartoon where like Bugs Bunny is in a big pot and they're chopping up carrots to cook him.
he went from
Like,
trumpet to like tuba.
No, it's more like an underwater like system of pipes. It's,
yeah, it sounds like playing Mage in Gauntlet Legends, and you like cast a spell.
yeah, it's like Tom and Jerry shit. It's really gross, and it also, dude, I took a dump. I took a dump in the Airbnb, and it's like the toilet's here.
It was so,
No.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah,
poopy.
Our friend Sam is.
I fed the toilet's mouth
Yeah,
earlier.
I fed the toilet breakfast, and Sam, shout out to Papa, and Sam, who was staying with us that night, he's our buddy. He's from New Zealand / UK. Anyway, he's staying with us, and I opened the door, and I was just grunting and screaming. I was mostly hamming it up for the boys, but I was trying to push out some real work.
That's dangerous,
Can
by
I
the
just
way.
explain to you that it's not for the boys, and it won't be.
I was
ever.
in my bed and I heard him screaming
what?
from
It's
the
for
bathroom.
you.
You know what?
It's for you.
I do it at home too.
It's a very selfish
Wait, you
endeavor.
do it when you're
regardless.
alone at your
Yeah,
house?
I make big noises for fun.
Yeah, is that just so you feel like more people
I
are
just
there?
like making noises.
It's
That's
like
yeah,
it's,
true. That
it's-
is true.
Someone in the comments the other day was like, Slime does things for the studio audience, but Jerma does things for the studio audience when no one's there, and it's like, No, me and Jerma are the same, actually.
No, you're not
Oh,
the
hell.
same. You're so much
I took
different.
a giant
that.
dump.
You're
in the
so
we're
much
the same.
different.
I took a dump. Me and Jerma are the same. Jerma probably makes sounds when he poops too. And Sam.
I want to bring back the idea that we could finally put some fucking value to your ass. We make the fart NFTs. They're free for everyone in the Patreon, and you fart like 100 times into a microphone, and people can own a unique one.
Yeah, I mean, the
This is
NFT
genius.
wave is over, so maybe it's better
That's
to
why
do
it's
it.
good
Move on.
now.
Move on, old man.
Here's the thing.
Keep it going. Sam,
I
what?
take this dump. Sam walks by, and I'm like, get this in ya. And he was like, smell my shit. Smell what I did in here. And Sam smells it, and he's like, oh. He's like, I've never smelled that before. He's like, this is alien. Is this normal for you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't think we do it like this. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that's right, bitch. And he went
Don't
to
take
bed.
pride in that.
Heard this whole conversation from my little single bed that I'm sleeping in.
Watching Big Mouth.
Watching this.
Just giggling your ass off.
Don't know what to giggle at these days, huh?
But I had an apropos as well before my ass started becoming center topic. But whatever.
That's like a poem, or
It
Yeah,
ain't
what does
matter.
that mean?
Apropos, Ludwig, is
Not an English major moment, by the way, because it's a Latin word. I don't
Is
fuck
it?
with that language.
you don't fuck with
I
Latin.
don't fuck with Latin, straight up.
I think that's honorable and true. So well done.
What does it mean?
It means like in relation to. Apropos of the Eamon Friedland show,
Right.
you know.
You were talking about your poopy butt.
I
Okay, yeah,
forget
so
that.
flight over here, real quick. Only story I have is flight over
You
here. I flew
cummed.
business. Is great. Well, I just... what I did is I immediately went to bed. Like, I had my meals, I ate my food, and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, when should I go to bed? He's like, just sleep as much as you can. Like the flight attendant. I was like, all right, cool. So I
that's
tried to
so
go to bed.
unhelpful.
I
Yeah.
think it was
He's not his
terrible
fucking
advice.
life coach. What a dumb fucking question.
it's a
when should I go
normal
to
question.
bed? It shows you the time on your flight, you dumb piece
Yeah,
of shit.
but they are
It's
literally
Delta
people
One.
who fly
Fair
from
question.
point A to
It's
point
about
B.
the passenger, not the plane.
Why are you saying things when you haven't seen the movie?
Because it's such a dipshit thing to
Okay,
ask a
hold on.
flight
I'm
attendant.
gonna,
It's a
I'm gonna
standard thing.
interject. I'm gonna interject. Slime is wearing a Top Gun hat. This is probably the only time he gets to set precedent about planes.
He's never seen the movie.
I've seen the first one.
Not Maverick,
oh
and that's
yeah,
when they
you
say it's
actually
about the
haven't
pilot.
Seen the movie.
He
That's
hasn't seen the
this is
first one.
stolen
You haven't seen
valor.
the
I've seen the
original.
first one.
If
No,
you've
that's
seen
my fucking
the
dad.
Maverick, you've seen the
Maverick on
first.
it, dude.
no.
That's actually that is true. If you've seen either of the two movies, you've seen the other.
Well, no, because Maverick's different and earned double in the box
Also,
office.
Val Kilmer is the most handsome man from the 80s.
Accounting
ever to
for
be.
inflation?
No, for real
Would
shit.
not look at him the
I
same.
know, he's different now.
The
That's
new
how
one's
you'll
tough.
look soon.
Well,
That's all you'll look.
hopefully not.
I hope you don't
tummy
look like
bear.
that.
Tummy bear.
Look, I'm fit.
Oh my god! Hey, expand it for me. Give
Dude,
me one time.
it's rippling like water.
Put it out. Put it out.
Fat.
Oh, no, the
put it
sun
out,
looks
come
good.
on.
No.
I wanna
Put it out
see
once.
No.
What about that little guy?
You want to see my penis right now?
Yeah.
Now we're in public.
We miss you.
Dude, that doesn't
Ludwig.
mean let me see your
You keep
penis.
pushing your chair back,
We
man.
have been missing you though.
Anyway, I'm on the damn flight. I asked the flight attendant why she sleep. He says sleep as
Combing
much as you
your
can.
head off.
I sleep.
Hey, I'm tired of these snakes on this goddamn plane.
Please finish the story.
Hour two, Aiden. Hour two, Aiden. You're the only one left. You are the only one. What are you? You were whipping?
I'm coming.
Not you, obviously. You don't know how to.
You talk to Aiden.
He's the flight attendant.
I gotta keep that camera.
Don't laugh. I thought I had you.
I gotta keep
When
that
did
camera
I lose you?
entertained.
Are you laughing at the whip?
when should I go to sleep?
Who is that? Who is that in this example?
That's me beating off Anthony.
Okay.
No, that's the Delta One flight attendant being like, "Sir, you need to stop coming."
We can't.
I only have you left.
So
I'm on the-
flight
Wait,
attendants
I'm
jerking people
I'm on the
off,
flight.
dude.
I'm sleeping. It's a sick bed. It's flat. I lie down. As I'm sleeping, I start to have terrible nightmares
Okay.
that the plane is going down, like in
Jesus
altitude.
Christ.
And I overhear these these Australian nerved voices that are like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be a rough patch ahead. Might need to go down a bit." And I'm like, "Oh fuck." And I keep waking up because I'm having this nightmare that like, I'm about to crash every time, and I'm never really scared of planes usually, and it's making it really hard to sleep. And then I finally wake up for long enough, and I realize that they're just saying this out loud, but I am the first seat on the plane, so I'm right next to them.
The pilots, you mean?
The flight attendants, they're literally talking
Oh.
and saying these things in the real world. They're like, "There's a huge rough
but
patch."
it's translated to your dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure, but I talked to Cutie. She checked. We went from like 700 miles per hour to like 300 and like quickly ascended and descended
Oh, she had a rough one.
to avoid. Yeah. But it was filtering in my dreams, and I was losing it. I was dying several times.
That's
It's probably
really
better that you
scary.
were sleeping.
maybe.
Cutie checking the flight stats as you like go through it is very funny.
It's very cute. She'll be like, she's actually like a fucking air traffic controller. She's like, okay, so you're gonna
This
be
is,
taking
this
this
is
one.
Cutie to Houston.
Yeah. Durst just peed again. Can you tell Ludwig?
She's like checking the stats on her computer, and then she sends like an SOS to Austin, who has
Yeah.
to like hard confirm whether or not these details are accurate.
Yeah.
She's like Austin with none of the technical knowledge.
Yeah, but
Just
she,
the same
but
concern.
God bless her, she's trying.
Yeah, true. Do you see Austin's stream?
Yeah, so sick.
One of the greatest streams of all time.
Was
it was
sick?
so cool.
We should do that.
Well, the thing is, he knows what he's doing, and we would just be like
Because
Hassan.
he's played so
Hey, we
much
know what we're doing.
Microsoft Sim that he's
you
actually
know how to fly a plane.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty easy. I watched two
it's
pilots
genetic.
do it.
I can do it.
it's car, but up
It's
the, it's
not
car, but
genetic.
air time.
It's genetic.
It's obviously not
I
genetic.
get behind you put me behind the wheel of a Boeing, and I just
Aiden's like,
I know
what is
to
this
do.
steering
You
apparatus?
put me in an Airbus, and it's over. I will crash.
It's gotta
but
be
the
American.
Boeing is fine.
It's got to be American made.
Well, it's not about the where
No,
it's
it's
built.
not about that.
Well, it's not about the pilot.
The Airbus is.
It's about the.
It's about the plane.
It's about the Airbus.
Wait.
It's about the plane.
They got full beds in that shit.
I would love to fly in a Cessna with you.
No, we have
can
this
do that.
idea.
Have
We
we
have
heard-
this idea that we want to podcast. We'll try to make it happen, but we want to podcast with Aiden's dad in a plane.
Yo, on the plane wings.
Because we
Yeah.
found somebody found a route for
Like
us
the
that
Wright
is
brothers.
a straight shot, literally a straight shot.
Where to where?
So it's like this two. It's actually near New Hampshire. I think one of the airports is in New Hampshire, and it's these two smaller airports. You can straight shot between them. We'll commission my dad to fly us in a small plane, and we'll record a podcast during the flight.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I'm down to record with your dad. I want to meet him first.
Speaking
Yeah.
of flying
I met your mom already.
and shit. Yeah,
Well,
well,
no,
we
you
all
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't. You didn't meet her.
Dude, come on.
Because I didn't give her your phone number.
Dude, stop.
Yo,
Dude,
she's
stop.
a great Delta One flight attendant, though.
She's a nurse.
Yeah,
nurse.
she did nurse me back to
nursing
health.
something.
Whoa.
No, dude. She is-
Give me that
I'm
mouth.
so- I'm so
never
sorry.
mind.
You.
No, wait, what was I gonna fucking say?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Check it out, Mrs. McCaig.
God damn it.
Oh, what did
Mrs.
she
McCaig?
say, dude?
Did she
I
watch
texted-
it?
No,
Oh,
not
thank
yet,
God.
not yet. I
Don't say
texted.
not yet.
Well, she will.
Why?
No.
She watches a lot of the pods.
Just tell her to skip
I
one.
text my mom a picture of where we're at, like right before
I
we're
text your mom
starting,
a picture.
and she says, "Cool. Is that the Sydney Opera Center?"
Yeah, it's fine.
Close
Is
enough.
it not?
She's
You're
old.
roasting her for not saying house?
We're
Yeah,
not gonna sit
that's
here and
funny.
roast your beautiful,
That's not
beautiful
funny.
mother.
Yeah.
After all the times we've
That's like
shared.
that's like saying
You know
it-
how mad
is
I
that-
would be if I said that to you, like excited to share something
Yeah.
with you, and you were like, "It's the house, you fucking idiot."
That's like saying, "Is that the Schneiffel Tower?"
No one is no.
I feel like it's different.
It's like calling it the Eiffel Building, which is close enough.
The Eiffel Building.
Eiffel
that is
Building?
fucking
Just
stupid,
call it
though.
the fucking
Yeah,
Sydney
somebody said the
pee-pee
Eiffel
poo-poo
Building.
land. What do you have the
Is that
Schneiffel
the, is that
Tower?
the Eiffel House?
At least she kind of recognized it.
Roscoe's Chicken and Eiffels.
That is fucking insane.
Dude, I love one of my favorite bits is like turning to Aiden and quietly, gently, and sternly going, "I would do anything for her," and he knows who I'm talking about.
Do you?
You've been firing off lately about
I'm
that.
firing shit. I am firing shit off. I'm just telling you the truth.
You did a whole segment where you went.
Yeah, but that
regarding
was
his mom.
different. No, that was a whole. That
Well,
it turned into
this-
a segment.
so-
I was making fun of you for not
It's a
being
bit
able
of
to control
firing,
your
though.
balls.
It's a bit of firing.
Where the cum is stored.
It's like at least a
No,
BB gun's worth.
that's where
Is cum stored in the balls?
it's pee.
Yes.
No. Cum's not stored in the balls, is it?
You know when you drink pee?
No,
a lot?
no, it's stored.
We actually talked to a scientist yesterday. We learned this.
There's no way cum is stored in the balls.
Okay, hold on. So when you drink, you know when you drink piss?
Yeah.
So when you
All the
drink
time,
piss,
yes.
your body knows, kind of like how medicine, like when you get Advil, it knows where the pain is. So the pee just goes directly to the balls. It skips all of the inside, just goes right to the balls.
And it gets like Veruca salt.
yeah, and
from
so
Mr.
if you
Beast
drink
video.
pee, you pee it out like instant. It's like vitamin C.
It's like a yellow Veruca salt. But
I know
she's
he's
filled
fucking with me,
piss.
but cum is definitely not stored in the balls.
Cum is.
No.
That's what your balls are for.
No,
It
I think-
Why
makes-
wouldn't
think
my
it's menu-
balls shrivel to like a raisin?
Because
Wait,
your,
'cause you're saying
hold on, no, your
when you-
balls.
when you
your
nut?
balls are
Yeah.
not just a single thing. There's a bunch of parts to your balls, and they make the different parts that make
see,
your
women,
cum.
we don't know about our shit either, so don't get mad.
Look, if a cup
brag
is full of
about
water
this. Don't
and you dump it
brag
out,
about
does the cup
this.
shrivel up?
What?
If a cup is full of water, you dump it out, is the cup shriveled up?
My balls aren't.
Things can store
cup.
things. Oh, that's actually fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the balls are the cup.
No, that's Aiden. Aiden, no.
What do you do? Come
Aiden,
on.
take it. It's so
Come on,
loud.
sweetheart. Come
the
on.
balls are the cup of the guy. And I've always said that. The balls are the cup of the guy.
No, I said
I
this,
know
I
what you said
actually
the first time. I
the
didn't
balls
ignore
of
it.
the
I
the
just-
balls of the dick of the butt. that's
Yeah.
that's true.
That is, I did read that in a textbook once.
Yeah, your balls are your butt's dick.
that was in the Scholastic, and it was like Gulliver's Travels and teach about ratios.
Well, I guess your
and-
butt's dick is your butthole. Because that's where the pee comes.
What are you?
What's up, Trash
I
Chase
lost
viewers?
them.
What is wrong with
I
you
don't know.
guys?
We have no more
Dude,
viewers.
you know what my favorite bit is these days? Actually, it always is people linking like pictures of like beautiful, breathtaking images from space before the telescope that got built or whatever, and like the idea that like this is gay, no one cares. Like it's so funny to me.
He's just looking at pictures of space.
Or just like on Twitter, be like, look at this breathtaking picture of like space that I found, and just being like, who cares? Who asked?
So you do that to people?
I think it's really funny.
It's
yeah.
mean.
It's not mean because it's
People are
like
into it right now.
Because it's more like it's more like
So I was like, no. So it's like they're passionate
You know
about
my
this
favorite
thing.
No, no,
bit
shut
is
up.
take-
There's-
when people like stuff and you just go, that is bad
There's
and
two
lame.
things that are happening. The juxtaposition of it being truly the most like gorgeous and impressive feat of man to document the stars and being like, who cares? That's funny to me as a joke. But also the idea that people feel like they need to share it like they found out about space. It pisses me off.
You're just old.
Well, I think
You're
old
just old.
No, I think normal
That's
old
it.
people care
That's
about space.
it.
No, normal old people.
No.
I'm diseased.
You're just a bitter old man.
The segments in this episode right now are like if you took chunks of quotes and gave it to like a child at a table and they just rearranged the blocks
the fridge
into
magnets
Yeah, they
yeah,
got
of the
nice
yard.
off of
That's
stuff.
good. That's a good merch idea.
What is it?
Nick.
What?
Fridge magnets, he's saying. It's not a secret.
But they have
We-
all kinds of stuff in them. Like you were the same. And
Oh
stuff
God,
like that.
it's so weird.
And
It's so funny because
effortlessly
this is one of the
cool.
rare moments where the viewers can hear what
Anthony,
Anthony's saying, but
Why,
we
you don't like that?
cannot.
No, I
You're my
don't.
good little boy now. Now
Anthony,
you're my for once. You're my boy.
Anthony, I said fridge magnets like a week ago.
Okay, so
What?
we
Yeah.
Really?
while
Yeah.
we were
You.
Fuck.
while we were in Melbourne, Melbourne,
please.
Melbourne. Hold on. I wanna make my
Melbourne?
stance on this.
Where is
Melbourne,
Melbourne?
is how people say it with an Australian accent.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Hey, look,
or like
I'm the
Melbourne,
Matrix.
is like how an American would say it, and then the incorrect
What?
pronunciation is Melbourne.
It's a town.
I think that's how it works.
Aiden.
I think,
I'm
Dude,
the-
you gotta stop.
I'm
What
the-
is happening? What is wrong with you
I'm
today?
the Matrix.
he's just in need of attention. Have
And
you guys
then
not
you're
been giving him
Morpheus.
enough?
You're
No,
Morpheus.
dude,
With
Actually,
your-
you know what?
with your
He's
gap
pissing me off. No,
teeth.
everyone. Hey, sit down. Take your seat. take
Please
your
sit
seat.
down.
Okay, so he's been pissing me off. You want to know why?
Yeah, please.
So this morning I fucking wake up, right? Look, actually, no. Let's rewind a little more. Last night we're in the Airbnb.
What is that?
The rewinding.
So
Don't give in.
Dude,
I like that.
Real quick, the boys, that Kaylin and them, they have this new bit where they act like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries when they're really stressed. It's like, real fucking
That's the
funny.
miskip, actually.
Leffin dropping from the tournament after us ponying up for that flight.
Oh, Kalen just like, but he actually has like a what do you call it? A toga on.
Was it the yard that paid for that?
No,
no, it was you.
No, he just tagged the yard. It was really funny.
That was funny, yeah, because it was all Ludwig's
you're
money.
part
Just
of
me.
You're part of the yarn.
Yeah, but I want 100% credit on
He should have
25.
got the credit. He was talking to Slime because Slime had to handle it, so he's like, "Oh, it's the yard," but it was Ludwig's
Did
money.
he explain to you why you had to drop it?
Why he didn't
had to
have a
drop?
visa and it was like a 3-day thing. I just saw his tweet. He didn't even DM me.
It's not a 3-day thing.
Yeah, he was at the Cringe compilation store and he bought everything.
Dude, the visa
Anyway.
is instantly approved.
Is it the same one we have?
Yeah. The same visa,
I'll come
dude.
out even.
I don't know. He
Mine got approved in 10
Maybe
minutes.
his just took a while to get approved because he's weird and like
The Swedes maybe don't
Swedish.
have a powerful
we
passport
have very
like us.
powerful
They
passports.
do. They have a
Hey,
better passport.
Can I jump into why I hate slime?
Yeah,
Because
please,
Circle
please.
back.
conversation
He's
sucks.
got to air some grievances.
So-
I have to defend myself.
Yeah, so we're not going to listen to him after. So
Let's skip the defense part.
So
All right.
last night,
Council?
We'll
Council's
do it like
decision?
the herd trial.
last night, I got high in the expect. Last night, the Airbnb was very cold. Okay, and I go downstairs and I'm like, this bitch is cold. And
We
Slime-
watched
shut up,
Silence
shut
of
up,
the
shut up,
Lambs
shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
together.
up.
It was fun.
So we did. It was fun. We watched Silence of the Lambs together, and then the part where they put lotion on the skin, we were like,
Hello,
they put
Classic.
So I'm like, it's cold in this bitch, and Slime's like, I'm not cold, and I'm like, cool. I'm gonna take the space heater out of this room. So I take the space heater, I bring it upstairs where I'm sleeping, and then I use it to sleep now. And so I was warm, and then I wake up. Well, before I go to bed, Anthony tries to scare me.
I did.
By coming up like a like Slender Man and all of it in his underwear, and he just walks in and he goes, hello.
Because
And
his back was like turned.
And I
'cause
just
he
turn
was
around,
like,
I'm like, what's up? And he's like, did I not scare you? I'm like, no.
So
I
I
also
did-
don't think Nick would admit if he was scared.
well, no,
yeah,
you
he
can't
didn't
hide
show
if
that
you
he
get scared.
was. Like,
Like I was just like, haha.
But
Yeah.
like you can get like
no,
But
he
I
didn't
don't-
even do
he-
that.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
That
it would
would
do. It was
scare
like
me.
when the ball comes to Kobe's
That's
face.
why I had to ask.
right.
You know,
Also, no one asked. Everything scares you.
that's true.
Mm,
Everything
no.
scares you and makes you
Commitment.
laugh.
You fucking flinched, you pussy. I have nothing in my hands. Anyway, so I sleep with the space heater. All right, I'm fucking warm. It's great. I'm warm. It's great. I wake up in the morning. I come downstairs and Slime is just,
Stop, that's so loud.
No, it's so
Stop.
loud, Aiden. Artie's gonna have to mute you. I come downstairs and Slime's like, it's cold. I'm freezing. This place is so cold. And I'm like, yeah, man. You said it wasn't cold. I took the space heater. So
Well,
fuck
maybe he was not cold because the space heater.
off. No, it was.
It
off.
wasn't on.
It was off.
So
Okay.
for some reason, I wasn't cold. And at night when we watched Silence of the Lambs, and it was a great time. We watched with Yan and Nick. And then I slept on this fucking couch bed that I could feel the springs poking up at me.
Yeah.
I had to pee twice. I had weird dreams where Aiden asked me to have a 3-way with him.
I don't believe that happened.
It really did.
No,
it
he
was
didn't
actually
do
the
that.
other way around.
You asked him to have
I was
a
having
three-way.
a dream. And
I
where
had this weird dream
No.
where I really wanted to fuck Aiden,
great.
but I wanted a third
I was
person
having
there.
a dream where I was having sex with somebody, and then Aiden was out on like the patio, and they're like, "We should get Aiden in on this," and I was like, "I don't really want to do that, but like, she wants to."
You got
so,
cucked in your dream.
well, kind of, yeah. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's awesome.
They didn't cuck you in your dream.
Yeah, it was
Dude.
really interesting.
I wouldn't do that.
Anyway, going back to what fucking I was saying. So Slime is like, I'm cold. I'm like, well, I'm
I'm a
getting
cold
coffee.
bear.
I'm leaving. As I'm leaving, he's like, go get me the space heater. I'm like, well, go get it your fucking self. I'm fucking leaving. He's like, go get me the space
so
heater now.
cold.
You go get it for me now. And
That's
I'm
so
like,
cold.
fine. So I go
Did you say
upstairs.
please?
No. So I go
Rude.
upstairs. I get it. I come back down. I turn it on and set it up for him. He doesn't believe that I know how to use it. So he starts inspecting it and trying to figure out how to actually turn it on. It's already on. And I'm like, it's on. I know how to use it. He's
Because
like,
he said the space heater sucks and didn't work. When I'm like, no, that can't be true. So I
doesn't
had
belie-
to look
doesn't
at
believe
it.
me.
I had to inspect.
And so I'm like, all right, I'm getting coffee. Do you want coffee? He's like, do you want to go get coffee? He's like, no, I'm gonna get it with Aiden. And I'm like, okay. So then I leave. And then when I leave, like fucking 5 minutes in my walk, he's like, you get me coffee too.
That's a lot.
And I'm like, go fuck yourself. I'm doing everything.
I was being a handful.
You are a handful.
When I'm cold,
and then
I'm
I come
a
home,
handful.
and then I fucking get back with coffee, and I have a bear claw. I'm eating it. He goes, yeah, oh, you didn't give me a pastry, huh?
That was a
Dude.
joke. That I knew
You
would
can't
piss you
say
off.
that,
No.
but-
I knew that would piss him off so much. I didn't really care, but I just wanted to say it to just pile it on because I was already so deep.
I don't think I could ever stay with you traveling again.
What the fuck?
I'm a stay alone type guy.
You're the fucking Queen of England, and you need a fucking hotel room and a bed. The last time we took a trip, he's like, I don't want to live like a smasher. And it's like, kill yourself.
We had a nice time.
Huh?
We had a nice time, me and you.
Yeah, I'll
And
stay with
die.
Aiden.
and die.
I'll stay with Aiden every day of the week.
You know
What
what
on
I mean?
me? I'll stay with Nick.
Okay, so just
It's just an You know what it was? It was
I think
ever
I'm
since
fine.
Italy, I was pissed off.
Why?
Because you didn't want to do anything, and I don't know why, but it made me so resentful.
I was
Why?
gonna say it's like it
just
is
pissed me
funny.
off.
It is
Overwhelmed.
funny that he was like that, but it doesn't influence the accommodation at all.
No,
I get overwhelmed.
It doesn't change a
Ludwig.
lot. Yeah, that's fine.
Like I'm saying
I just
I
wanna
don't
look at it.
I
Ew.
don't do it. I don't do
Gross.
it to
Yucky,
hurt you.
yucky.
I don't do it to hurt you.
Yeah,
I just get overwhelmed.
that's fine.
But it makes you mad.
It makes me sad and mad. Yeah, because I want you to have a good time, but I can't.
This is,
influence
hold
Anger
it.
on,
is just
real
sadness
quick.
repackaged.
This is just
Yeah.
how you feel about everything.
No, because I believe that people can change how they feel.
You've also been out and about here.
Can you change being overwhelmed?
Yeah, I could put a lot of effort in, but the thing is,
But then
he's,
he can be
he's
mad.
never communicated this to me, so now I know.
But okay,
You know what I'm saying?
you're right, honey.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're out and about
Not
here.
really.
Why are you out and about here?
I'm fairly out and about because
Why are you not watching Squid Game too?
because I think that it's more of a special time. It's like we see Miles, who's like means a lot to me, and all the boys that means a lot to me.
You're racist
And
against Italians.
when I'm in Italy, it's like our job is to like be tourists, which I've said before is like makes me feel kind of gross and stupid. So
one second, hold that thought. Continue.
Yeah.
And so
Well, we are
so
tourists here, by the
I don't
way.
know. Look, I'm not trying to say I'm right. I'm just trying to explain there's a logic to how I feel.
Look,
and that's how it
there's
goes.
an easy explanation here, and it's that there isn't a new season of Squid Game to watch while he is
You
here.
could
Yeah,
watch
that's
James
huge.
Charles adaptation.
No, because Miles is funnier than Squid Game would ever be.
Well,
We haven't.
all
not
the
James
boys are
Charles,
funny.
Squid Game.
Dude, you go to the bar with all these Australian guys, at least the friend group. I know that not Australians are fucking goated at being funny. I know that. The guy who fucking gave us our coffee was like fucking day one, like he was losing his mind.
Okay, don't roast
Fuck
that
that
poor
guy.
guy.
Also
Come on.
not from Australia.
What, that guy?
Yeah.
He had an accent.
He told me he was not from Australia.
Oh, he just originally. I don't know.
Either way,
He said we were having a conversation about where he had moved from.
Yeah,
He
but
was-
if you don't just turn into you don't just move here and it's like
And
oh,
know
I'm
how
funny
to make
now.
the
What
best
I'm saying is
coffee.
I get
You
people
just
are like,
dissed the
It's
one
on your
dude,
visa
the one-
application. Do you know how to make a latte?
it was
It's
more
like
that,
putting the fucking feather boots
it was
on.
more that I asked like, okay, could I get a latte? And then he looked at me like I fucking asked him how to do an equation.
It was funny because it's like he works at a coffee shop and Slime asked him for one of the 5 things that you have to make at it, and he was just like, I don't know.
It was great.
I mean, yeah.
That's fine, though. I don't
I asked
do
for a
it.
cappuccino. Fucked his whole
if he
day
said
up.
no, that might be the funniest
No, that
thing.
would have been so
But
hype.
it's
Yeah.
like, no, man.
No,
I
you're
can't
all
do
right.
that.
Anyway, so
But can I really
but
quick-
the
this
boys,
might-
they're
really quick-
really. I
really
just want
quick.
to say they're really, really funny. And when I hang out with them, it's like I'm so much more social because I just feel happy. People being funny around me makes me really happy.
So
You just
we-
need humans.
We stayed with Miles's
We're not
parents.
enough for you.
We stayed at their place.
Yeah.
And Miles's parents are just so
They're the
sweet.
best.
They're
They're
so
the fucking
awesome.
best.
And
Uglies.
I think I've never met people who are so old but so in touch with like this industry and esports. Like you could have a real conversation with them about everything that we do because they actually understood a lot
I
of
personally think they're young, spry, and beautiful, but it's cool you think they're old.
All right.
or a
Well,
fucked up asshole
okay.
for saying how old they are.
it's my bad.
Yeah.
My
They're-
bad.
They're old.
They're
are bad.
they're older.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Then
they
what?
gave birth to Miles.
Then what, the
I'm
pyramids?
with you.
Miles, who's closing in on 50.
On his way. So does he? He was raised in a nice, loving household.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, they were
God.
just
100%.
so. They
Why
were
is he
just
such
so
a dick on the
sweet.
setup?
Miles?
Back in the day.
No, he was never a dick.
What?
No, Miles was
Miles just
lame.
thought he was better
was
than
not a
everyone.
dick.
No,
He chirped.
He chirped, and he thought he was better than everyone. Miles does this fucking thing where when he's playing the game and he's having a conversation, when he dies, and he'll just turn and start talking to someone, but the game's still going on, and it's like, no, respect me, please. We'll finish the game. Don't do that.
This isn't being a dick. This is wanting to be social.
No,
Me and
it's
him.
being a dick.
We
I
cracked.
have played more Melee than Miles than anyone here.
Yeah, well, I still
I
think
have
it's
the
a
most
dickhead
stats.
thing.
We've cracked a couple VBs on this trip, and we were playing. We were playing vanilla non-UCF PAL Melee on a GameCube.
And they were just talking about how fucking great it
and
was.
we were just having a blast.
Just dog
It was
shit.
probably
It was
the
so
most
gross.
fun I've had playing the game in so long.
And Miles was like, yeah, sometimes you're just like not supposed to get that one, you know? And you gotta accept that.
Sometimes the game just doesn't let you turn around, and that's a part of it.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Forget all this Z jumping bullshit.
And I
was
was
just
like, maybe
chirping.
we don't need all the boxes and the memory cards. We just need
We never
just need
did.
our friends.
yeah,
and a couple of VBs.
We discovered this is what being juan-pilled is. So people who are juan-pilled are in support of HBox purely in protest of new box gameplay. Because HBox, she's just been doing the same old thing for the past 10 years.
Same
I've
shit.
been Juan-pilled.
She's just been doing the same old
The
thing.
enemy of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, so I'm one-pilled out the fucking wazoo. I think puking blood is not a reason to get kicked out of a tournament.
Amen. I can't believe he apologized, that pussy.
I know. I told you he would.
Goddamn
I'm smart.
I
I'm
was
socially
surprised
smart.
that he apologized.
It's because the
Dude, you guys are
liberals
stupid
drove
as
him.
fuck.
They
He
drove
cares
him.
about.
true.
People could go up to Juan and be like, 2,000 people like, Juan, I can't believe you wore blue today, you piece of shit.
Dude,
Fuck you. And then he would make an apology because he is purely driven by the opinions of others.
Why does Homelander get away with it?
Dude, in Australia, we can just yell we hate the libs, and everyone's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's flipped.
Because it's flipped here.
I do remember. Oh, is it?
Yeah, liberals are conservatives here.
Yeah.
Oh, because we're down under.
Yeah,
How
it's like the
conservative can
toilet
they-
water spins the other way, and also the liberal.
So we
turns
can
it.
still make fun of the libs. It's just for different reasons.
We went to the airport in Sydney without showing our boarding pass. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy?
Yeah,
Wait,
it was
we didn't
wild.
even
They just let us
show-
in.
We didn't
show
show our boarding pass until we got to the gate.
But then you showed it there?
Yeah, to get on
There you
the
go.
plane. I've never experienced
And then
You
that.
Miles
could
was
just
like, yeah,
go
'cause no
through
one's gonna
security
spray you down.
without a boarding pass if you wanted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Mhm.
That's good for standby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
it
Well,
is.
kind of. Can you fly standby with no ticket to any flight?
I think if you're in, you're in.
No, but you have it when you fly standby. You have a boarding pass.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Anyway,
Anyways, plane talk.
are you?
What,
you
you look like
look
you're about
like
to
you're
say
getting.
something.
You look like a baby
Why
who's
are you
trying to
looking at
poop.
me?
You look like you're about to say something.
You're supposed to fill time.
You just looked like you were going to say something.
You're sitting
Yes,
there like
bro.
with you're taut. You're kind of look like you're about to grunt, which is what babies do when they're pooping.
Yo.
Because I was trying really hard to think of
Oh, well,
like
one thing-
I
did
don't
you-
fly standby, but I
What's up?
stand by. I don't
Oh,
know.
you were trying to
Right,
get
I
Shit, trying to
see.
get there.
Rough.
But you
turn
guys all fucking
you turn
looked
into
at
a
me.
statue when to get there.
There's 4 of us.
Well, just like I don't fucking.
Drive the car for
Yo, yo,
once.
Look, you know how I get there?
You can quanta us on me to get us through this.
I'm gonna come with you on
Okay.
the plane.
Yo, you hear about the Andrew Tate thing?
No.
Kinda.
He's
Yeah.
the new alt-right pipeline after us.
Who's Andrew Tate?
Andrew, you don't know this?
Are
not the
we the
alt-right
beginning of the
pipeline.
We
alt-right
are
pipeline?
the beginning of the alt-right. Yeah,
It'd be
you
crazy
You
to
listen
go-
to us, then you listen to Cumtown, then you listen to the Adam Friedland show, and then you're just already racist.
Okay, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a quick
And
four-step
then you
process.
realize you actually didn't need all the shows. You were just a racist person.
They call it the Friedland number. It's like the Armada number. Yeah, he went on a podcast, or he went on Aiden Ross's stream, and if you don't know, he's like this big fucking.
He's a fighter, right? He fights.
But a kickboxer who's on Big Brother. He got kicked off Big Brother though, because he like beat a woman, but she said it was consensual. Anyway,
Right.
She
Yeah.
consensual.
It was a
assault?
consensual beating.
like a sexy time.
Yeah, it's like how in Washington 2 people can fight each other to the death if they both say it's a duel beforehand.
yeah. He
Like
duel.
that.
He dueled the
It's
woman.
like that.
it's
Yeah.
the same way Hamilton died.
Yeah, except it was with a pistol loading musket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys need a cross?
Oh, you're good. All right.
Just want to make sure.
So yeah.
Anyway,
he's like an extremely toxic masculine guy who's
Yeah.
like he's literally like making like young men think about the alpha and sigma like dichotomy and how to like treat women like carpets and shit.
That's like the carpet.
He's like a bad. He's a bad.
So,
thing.
like,
And Aiden Ross was like, "Yeah, I'll have this guy on."
Aiden Ross was riding him everything he'd say. So it started out, he'd say something like, be like, yeah, I don't drink coffee. I like the sun to give me my energy. And not enough people are going outside. They're like taking pills. And he like says something that's like basic. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, anyway, yeah, I just don't think a woman I'm dating should work. And he'll jump right into that. And I'm like, this guy's a character. But the problem is, I was watching this Aiden Ross's chat. It's like www. He's at 240K viewers during
Yeah,
this.
it's a lot of viewers.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He's hitting eBay numbers, teaching guys how to like spit into women's faces.
Yeah.
On the street.
And when I was on the plane, XQC had a stream with him and Aiden Ross. So it was Andrew Tate, XQC, Aiden Ross. I mean, come on, this is peak content these days. And XQC is trying to debate back for women in like reasonableness.
Yeah.
But he's like also XQC doing it. So
Yeah.
Andrew Tate's like, I got in a car crash 5 times. Every time it's a woman driver. You're telling me I'm not supposed to be biased against women. And next
is a
he's like, dude,
That's crazy.
okay,
That is
man.
so
So
funny.
I get sucked off by one woman. All of a sudden,
You're like, oh no.
And that's like
he's
how
our
he's-
guy.
He's like trying to defend women with
Yeah.
like FLC on the other monitor, FL Studio on the other monitor, making beats again. Dude, we watched
Oh,
like
the beats.
we watched like 30 minutes of the XQC beat stream. It
That's
was
a good
it was-
stream, bro.
He's
Dude,
like he's
he's overclocked live.
he's like hitting like a piano that's the size of those little baby ones, like making little sounds with it. He's like, oh, that one's just not good. Like
Dude, so,
I don't know
dude,
why.
it's so funny. He moves like a piano note, like one, like I don't know what it's called, beat. What is it? Over
Step.
Measure.
one step over, was that good? and like
Am I
every
in
time
tune
he
now?
moves it, and it's like do 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 do. He looks over, and he's like do 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 do. Okay, well, make it a little longer. Yeah,
They're just directing where his finger goes on the
it was so good.
His chat is his conductor.
So
Yeah.
why is this guy Andrew Tate like circulating through Twitch and stuff? Because he's not a streamer, right?
No, I think it's just because Aiden Ross kind of put him on. Like he had like a following of sorts because like he was on Big Brother and he's like a kickboxer.
Yeah.
Probably
like-
on TikTok. TikTok's where like shit happens
Is-
now.
Aiden
Does
Ross just put
Aiden
him
not
on.
challenge him on any of this
No,
stuff?
dude. Aiden Ross would be like, it was so fucking cringe. He goes, Andrew, will you follow me back on Instagram?
Oh,
And then Andrew's like, all right, well, answer this. Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people? And Aiden's like, no. And that was the whole interaction.
What?
And it was fucking,
okay. That's
it was
funny.
fucking funny. No, the stream is really funny if you are like not an impressionable 15-year-old.
Right,
The
exactly.
stream's hilarious. Like I'm watching it, I'm like, this guy's a fucking character. He's like Alex Jones,
Yeah,
but buff.
but you're 15 and like Cindy just broke your heart and you're like, maybe I will
True.
become
Yeah.
the evil in this world.
W, women are bitches.
You're hearing him talking about like women in car crashes, and you're like, and you don't even have your driver's license yet, and you're like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, women do suck at driving. I haven't driven yet, and my mom drives me everywhere, and she's pretty good. But the other women,
All the women, all women are terrible drivers except my mom. except my mom. She's goated. She gets me to soccer practice.
School all the time
She
on
gets me
time.
to basketball practice.
all women are hoes, but my mom's a
No,
virgin.
I didn't make the AAU team this year, but I'll try again next year.
My mom's really nice.
Yeah, I was reading the reason I know about this because I read like that LSF thread on it, and I was seeing what the hive mind thought, and they were definitely leaning against Aiden Ross, whatever that
You know what
means.
was something fucking crazy Anthony said yesterday? Ludwig, this is for you.
Yeah,
what I
I love
said?
this.
He said, I fucking love mini golf.
Kill yourself,
Yeah,
bro.
So
Can you believe he said that?
I can't
Is
believe
the
he said
last
that.
time we played mini golf that one
Yeah,
time?
I don't think we've
last
ever
time.
talked about it on the pod.
Our
Oh
birthday-
no,
my
your
birthday, my
your
birthday.
birthday in the backyard.
yeah.
But that barely counts.
I don't think we ever talked about it on the pod, right?
No, we never talked
Yeah,
about your
so-
head
so-
ass.
so-
May I tell the story?
No, you
Sure.
may not.
No,
No.
I want to hear your version
No,
of
It's
this.
like hearing Alex Jones take on a school shooting.
The way we do this is we tell it and you defend yourself.
We are unbiased news sources.
The
Okay.
golfers that were beating me were paid actors.
So we got a big group together. It was like me, Ludwig, Anthony.
The Squeaks crew.
It was like everyone's girlfriends. It
It was
like
basically
big
like
crew.
Atrioc came into town, which was pretty rare back in the
Already
day.
pissing me off.
And we don't hang out a lot, so we wanted to do a big group activity.
Yeah.
And so we find a mini golf place called Boomers, nevertheless.
No,
No, it wasn't.
no,
It was Boomers.
no, it wasn't.
We didn't go to Boomers?
Different one.
Well,
It
anyway,
was called Camelot.
we go to this mini golf place. I love mini golf, by the way.
Me too.
I fuck you. I've never played real golf. Mini golf's fun as fuck.
Hey, one of us came a lot.
Hey. And so we're
You
there.
didn't ride Delta One. Don't cap.
And
I'm smoking Delta One.
we got a big enough group that we have to split into like 2 parties. We got like 12 people, so we got to go 6 and 6. And it's like my group's like me, Anthony, Atrioc. I think you're
Yeah, I
in
was
the
in your
group as
group,
well.
yeah.
Nick's in the group as well.
Neeper. I remember.
Neep, couple other people.
Neeper's what tipped me over the edge.
And we put money on it.
And we put money on it, like
Yeah.
because we like gambling.
You're like gamble, a couple
Just a
gambo
little
boys.
nothing crazy. I think
You
it was
will
100.
win.
I think it was 100 in winner take all.
Gamble.
All right,
Yeah.
so pretty high stakes. Hole 1 starts. All right, hole 1, bro. And we go through.
Oh, I know what hole it was.
And Anthony hits his ball like first. He's one of the first in the order, and then people are going behind him. And like what happens in mini golf, some of the other people's balls hit Anthony's balls. And already,
Mine was extremely close to the hole.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna have 2 strokes, right? And then someone hits his ball further away, and so he has more. And we created a skunk rule, right? It was like 8. You hit 8, and you stroke out.
yeah. And then you have to add 2
So mad thinking about this
So
right
Anthony strokes out, and what do you know?
on some brain dead shit, by the way.
Yeah.
like I get that somebody hit his ball, but it should have been a 2-stroker
was
if you're
so
skilled,
close.
a 4-stroker if you're dumb. He went 8 strokes.
And the
I
first
got
hole,
fucked.
the first hole of mini golf is never hard.
No.
So anyway, Anthony strokes out, and you know what one of us might do if that happens. It's like, fuck you guys, or oh, this sucks. Anthony calls an Uber and goes home.
Yeah, he fucking sits there and he goes on his phone. We're at hole 2 of 18, and he's on his phone, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm calling an Uber." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm going home. I'm not dealing with
And
this
he
shit."
just fucking leaves.
And HR barely ever hangs out, and he's like grasping. He's like, "Oh, we could we'll just mulligan like hole 1." Like,
HR
No,
thinks
I
he's
don't need his
kidding.
fucking pity.
we'll pull out the bets.
No, because that's pity. Fuck that. And
Yeah.
you saying me squeaks all fucking day? Pissing
And
me
then
off.
I will never go mini golfing with you.
that
again.
was the most insane thing you've ever done.
Why? I was mad. Let me be me.
because your anger gets in the way of the vibe.
You
I
cared.
think
You cared more about
My ball
mini
got
golf than hanging out.
my ball got hit, and it just wasn't fair. And when
It's the most fair.
when things I perceive don't like that aren't fair to me, I get really upset.
Bro, the unfair part was not the ball hitting your ball. It was your inability to get it within 8.
Well, then if you're saying that's unfair, then I'm also absolved to go home.
You just
Anyway, so
were
yeah,
gifted by
so
God
it
with
was,
no
it was
skill.
actually Nieper that hit my ball because I remember this.
Yeah.
And he knocked it, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I just got screwed on like me trying to chip it in, and I just was like losing my mind.
Try to chip it
And I was like,
in mini golf.
no, I'm sorry. What I meant was like do a tiny putt. I got my terminology wrong. And so yeah, bro, I got mad, and I did Uber home. And
HR didn't believe it too. You were you're like I'm Ubering home. He's like, what is he doing?
He's like that. He's like, that's crazy.
And
He
then
thought,
you
he
got-
thought it was a bit.
He walked to the Uber, and HR said, "Wait, where is he go? Is he actually?"
yeah, but then I left, and you guys had a great time.
Yeah.
I saved you.
Well, we talked about that for 7 holes.
Yeah,
That's fine.
It was a dominator.
I caught a cool 200 that day.
yeah,
won?
and then Aiden
I won.
Yeah,
That's not fun.
That's pretty
yeah.
cringe.
It was cringe because he didn't even win on our group, which was a tougher group.
Isn't that funny?
No.
Our group was tougher.
But I do
Not
love
true.
mini golf.
You wouldn't made it through our group. You wouldn't made it through the streets. of
Same
our
I'm
course,
noticing now that
man.
you're an extremely resentful guy.
I never forget and I never forgive.
Yeah.
It's my big 2.
I'm learning that. And I appreciate Yeah, I mean, that's the story. I was that mad, and then I Ubered home, and then I do think if atrioc and Stans were funnier, I wouldn't have left. But they weren't.
I don't even think
is
Stans
more
was
I
there.
psycho.
don't know if Stans was there.
That is more psycho.
I'm actually pretty sure he wasn't, and if he was on the other group.
That
If atrioc was funnier, then I would have stayed.
I can't tell if you mean this.
He means this for sure. What does that mean?
Guys, if you think you're a fan of me, if you think we'd hang out, if you think I'm a good guy, just throw that shit out the window. I'm not a good guy.
I'm about to throw that shit out the window.
I'm not a fun dude, all right? Get that shit out of your head.
If he takes
I'm
that
a
hat
handful.
off, if he takes that hat off right now, you'll see the tattoo. It says "damaged" on the top.
We got a hat. Someone got a hat for me. I'm
Nah.
fucking. My forehead hurts.
My Benny T hat? Or my Tricky Mac hat?
The beanie.
Yeah, you'd be hot. Be a hot bear.
I want your beanie.
You got to get it over there.
I'll get it. You guys keep going.
Set up the space
Have
heater.
you guys been seeing Dan Benson's Twitter lately?
Who the
Yeah.
hell is that?
Have you guys seen what his account has turned
He
into?
finally blew up.
Who's
Because
Dan
he's been doing this
Benson?
for a
It's
while.
really
Dan Benson
funny.
was Zeke on Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh,
Yeah.
Later
so
on, he would go to work in sales at Beyond the Summit.
So
And
he was a coworker.
Wait,
yeah, so we
what?
worked with him.
Yeah, we worked with him for
Bro,
a
you
while.
He was the Disney
Hung out
Star
with
guy.
him.
Yeah.
And he's like a voice of a side character on Rick and Morty. And he's a great guy, very nice, fun to work with, very, very positive. And recently, like, he has a Twitter with like I think he has maybe like 30,000 followers, and he tweet, and he just like tweet random stuff sometimes. He wouldn't get a lot of like interactions with it relative to his following, I would say. Lately, like
Okay, wait. He's been doing this for a long time, posting on OnlyFans and posting thirst trap pics of his greasy body.
on OnlyFans.
He's been doing this for like 2 years.
No, but he's only been he got like recently really jacked again. That's the change here.
No, I
Because there
think
was a tweet. If you go back like we can check the logs. You can go back like a month, and he started doing this again because he wasn't in as good of a shape.
So
anymore.
he's hot and
no.
on
I think
OnlyFans.
the thing that got picked up is someone wrote a news article about it. They're like, check out Zeke now.
from Wizards of Waverly
it
Place.
He didn't get like more jacked. You fucking
Could be.
Jason Tate.
He did
Could be.
because he posted a picture like a year ago, and he was like working on it.
But
and
you're
he's
saying
more jacked than he
that
was.
it's because he was jacked, which is toxic masculinity, which is always comes from you. And then, but the
Wow.
real reason he blew up is because someone wrote an article, and now he's like very popular.
Okay. So that's why this is happening then.
So people just want to jerk off to the Wizards of Waverly Place
Yeah,
guy?
and he posts thirst traps on Twitter. This guy we used to work with, he's extremely cut. Like
Yeah.
he's
I'm trying to be a
very
wizard in his
jacked.
Waverly Place. You know what I'm talking about, bros?
And he just every tweet under his post, like he'll get like 10K likes a photo, easy. And it's all gay men like thirsting after like him, like it's like I'll basically saying what Nick just said. In his
they already
replies.
arrived at that on
And
the Cosmic
I'm
Bookshelf.
like scrolling through these replies. Every fifth one is some guy's erect dick.
Ooh.
Like he's getting a lot of dick pics in the
Wow.
comments too, which is wild.
Free dick pics.
And Dan is just
It's a
full on
farm.
leaning into this. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, because it's bread, bro.
Are
Yeah.
these people who liked watching him on Wizards of Waverly Place and
Yeah,
now want to jerk off to him? And is
presumably
that
people
weird?
that
Yeah,
grew up
that's
with
a
him.
great question. Is it a problem,
It
right?
seems weird.
Yeah, but now he's an adult. He's like in his 30s.
Yeah, but it's also, I guess if he's 30, it's fine.
Yeah, but if you were watching Zeke on TV when you were also a teenager, I don't think that's weird.
Yeah, I guess it's fine.
So everyone who's sending a dick pic needs to show their photo ID
Yeah.
to make sure that they weren't doing this when they were super
Well,
old.
I think
also,
exactly,
when
More
he was
importantly,
young.
Yeah.
we should bug their computers, and if they're subscribed to his OnlyFans, but have also watched Wizards of Waverly Place,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get drone striked.
yeah, they get drone striked.
Yeah.
You can't do both. You have to pick one.
We can have Obama start that program.
I don't
up.
think
But this
he
is
can do that
Obamacare
anymore.
too.
Yeah, Obamacare too.
Yeah, but
Kill
he can
all
like
pedophiles.
fucking consult.
Aiden before the pod was like, you know what? If I interviewed Obama, I would bring up the drone strikes. Like, you just have to.
That's true. Yeah, and we all agreed. You're the
People
one that
have.
dissent here.
You're not that guy.
No,
pal.
I'm a journalist.
Like, he
Dude,
can
dude.
just make a funny joke about it.
Obama would just explain the drone strikes, and they would be like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I understand."
Yeah,
So
I guess if I was in that spot, I'd
well, I
probably
see, like,
also
if,
drone
if
those
you're saying
people.
that you felt it would
saying-
solve a huge problem, then like that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and I guess like the cost of human life, like you don't have to think about it. Okay, yeah, I do see that.
I could see myself in his shoes, like dropping a bomb or two. Like that makes sense to me. I just wanted to hear you explain it because like I was kind of confused because like I didn't really understand, but now I get that you just wanted to like end human life.
Yeah.
Also, check out Dan Benson's Twitter.
You know he got popular just because he got more muscles? Isn't that crazy?
It surely helps, probably.
I hope Dan's getting bread from these.
You need to. I think he
I
deserves
hope he's
it.
popping
No,
off.
he unfollowed me when he left Beyond the Summit. So
fucking roll,
Hood
idiot.
watch.
Yeah.
Dude, Nick is the king of getting the follow and then he doesn't follow back and then someone just drops him.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny.
me and Slime have like a log of the people who in the industry who have done this to me over and over and over again.
It's
There's
not
a
like
list.
it's not like
It's not spiteful.
It
It's
doesn't
like
mean anything.
my follows on Twitter are just people who I like their tweets. It's not people I like personally. It's just like
I have never followed someone hoping that they'd follow me back like it's an exchange. That's so fucking whack.
Shit.
God damn it.
yeah, but I've
What?
got
I
looking at
just
Dan
looked at
Benson.
Dan's Twitter.
Yeah, I told you.
He has 100,000 more followers than he did a couple months ago.
Yeah, he blew up.
This is insane.
That article did some work. So God bless America.
Blizzards of Waverly Place.
Making OnlyFans.
I should get on that, huh?
No,
You would
don't
never.
say that, bro. They're the fucking weirdo.
What do I have to lose,
someone made a
really?
Nick Yingling fan cam.
Not much, honestly.
Not a lot.
You've
very
shown
different.
almost everything
No,
in
it's
the
the
Italy
same.
picture.
Yeah, I like that photo.
Do fan
Funny.
cams get beat off too?
Band cams? No.
Is
I mean,
somebody
someone's
beating off
beating
to the
off.
Nick Yingling fan cams
That's
we've
what
been seeing?
that's what we're thinking
Yeah.
about.
We've
Yo.
seen a few lately.
I was on Delta 1.
Hey, present.
How's it going?
Dude, the one time I've defended Nick Yingling in my life, it was on this trip where Kalen, who is like Miles' best friend, and he TOs Phantom and a lot of stuff down here. Great guy, A1 guy. And he was talking about how he seeded him and Nick Yingling to play in the tournament. And he was like, oh, me and Nick Yingling? Oh, you know how that's going to go. And I was like, I don't know, man. And Nick's right here. And there's this whole group of people. I was like, I don't know. Nick Yingling's pretty good. And he's like, oh, it's going to be like this. And I was like, no. And I stood up and I got in front of Nick Yingling. I was like, you don't talk about him that way.
What was
Do
he
not.
motioning for?
He's motioning. He's gonna fuck the shit out of Nick
Oh,
Yingling.
shit.
Like it was
That's
it was
very
it was
graphic.
Just
That was
really,
visceral.
really visceral.
PO
Yeah.
Phantom, everybody. Another Phantom, by the
Great
way.
guy. Great guy.
I was like, bro.
That bracket's free.
Yeah, right. He's TOing. He said he wouldn't even do crack with me because he'd be doing the tournament. He's like, I can't.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
be busy.
did
so
agree
you
that
missed
you would
this.
do
Anthony's
crack.
on this
What?
thing where he
Yeah,
wants to do
no.
crack with Kalen.
Big update. You missed this, by the way. They're going to do crack together.
That's just Coke.
Just well, yeah, but
Well,
you're.
It's just a
it's
little
the
bit
base
harder.
form of it.
Yeah, but like, why do you want to do Coke?
No, I want to do crack.
I know, but I'm
It's different.
rewording it so that you
Why do you
realize
think?
how dumb
No,
this
why do you
is.
think? There's 3 words.
Because
Because
to get bitches.
Because it's funny.
Because it's
Ludwig.
funny.
He
Is
thinks
it funny?
doing crack
Oh,
is
it's
funny.
I don't
funny.
think doing
That's
crack's
what-
funny.
Remember when I
his
sent you
reason.
crack pipes on stream and I told you to open it?
Yeah, and I was
You
mad
got
at
really
you.
mad
What
at
if-
me.
Because
what
it was dumb as fuck. Because you get banned for having drug paraphernalia.
I didn't know.
And he's like,
But
they're oil
burners.
pipes. Son.
No,
They're
they're
oil burners.
Because you buy them on Amazon, it's like 7 oil burners
Yeah.
to burn your oil
But
with.
Still, obviously, you can't do that.
But
Just
they're oil
obviously.
burners.
I know they sell them as oil burners, but they actually are used.
No,
for
they're
oil
oil burners.
And the reviews are like, these work great, winky face. And it's like crackheads that are writing Amazon reviews.
Worked really well.
It's like Tent Lover 34.
I love a
this
socially
oil burner.
responsible crack smoker.
I don't think crack is funny though. I think because the effects of it are pretty
Come on,
like lame.
Crack's like
What,
kind of
why
funny.
are you saying crack is lame?
Skid Row
You've never
Legend
done
says
cool
these
drug.
rules.
A cool drug would be like ketamine.
The Sleeping Bag Assassin says,
crack is
loved
super
this, 5
funny.
stars.
I think ketamine's funnier than crack.
Ketamine
I think-
is funnier.
I don't think it's funny.
Dude, Tricky Mac, we're at the bar GG Easy, and we're with Chad. It was the most insane combination of people. It's Chad from Cold Ones and Tricky Mac from Legends of the Sesh 2, or 1. And we're sitting at the table, and Chad's like, "Oh, I would just fucking never do ketamine." And Tricky Mac, who like comes from like the shadow, he goes, "You are missing out." It was so fucking good.
If you did, you know what also is lame is planning to do drugs.
No, it's
That's
me and,
lame.
It's me and Kaylin. We're gonna do it once because we both think
Yeah, but
it's really
you're
funny.
planning on doing it.
Yeah, one
You're
time
scheduling crack.
because we think it's funny.
You have it in your Google Calendar?
Aiden is laughing.
Hold on,
he's our
hold on.
test audience.
You can't point to the laugh whore when it benefits you.
It's true.
Oh, I can.
It's true.
That's
You
what you're
use his
for.
holes when he's laughing.
That's what your dirty little laughing mouth is for.
Oh, you don't deserve those.
I'm gonna fill your mouth with laughter later.
I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna
Stop. Oh, dude,
I'm gonna
there's,
pump you full of laughter.
there's a family coming over here,
I'm gonna
man.
pump you full of
There is
laughter
a,
and
it's a
jokes.
sweet young
Family
family. It's a
coming.
sweet young family.
Well, then he better stop begging for
What
more.
time we got, Yan?
Yeah, what time
we
are
got
we
20
at?
left, maybe 25.
Really?
Okay.
That's crazy. I feel like I've been out for
See how tight I am?
2 goddamn hours.
See, I don't know that shit.
Do you just
Yeah,
you
that's
have a
pretty good.
timer?
I don't have a timer.
Oh, he's got the body
You got
clock.
your
It's pretty
AirPods?
good.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. All
Yeah.
things considered.
No shit.
No,
That's
Anthony,
why
say
it's
what,
funny.
No, say what you want to do.
I want to do
Say it.
crack. I want to do crack because it's funny. I'll say it again.
All right.
You're testing my.
will, he wins.
You're heat
Are you
checking
doing
wins.
something with it?
He wins.
smoking it.
Yeah, I know, but like, is there like, are you filming something? Are you just doing it privately? I'm asking
That was a
if there's a
stupid
plan with the.
The plan is to put it in a crack pipe and then smoke it and then
Are
get
you
high.
gonna film any of this?
No, I think so. I think what it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna make a thing about it because some dipshit like yard fans will be like,
Right.
"Oh, it's funny to smoke crack,"
Yeah.
and they'll start smoking crack.
Scheduling it and talking about it on a podcast is kind of making
so,
a thing about it.
So basically, if you do that shit, don't talk to me. I don't like you. I don't care about you. But I'll probably me and Kaylin will just do it for the boys, and it'll be really funny.
Smoke crack.
We did what at the Opera House?
Yeah, it's just a bad drug.
By
I
the
think.
way, I don't want to do this for in earshot of the guys working right now, but we got this place on a there's services you can get kind of like Airbnb, but it's for filming, right? And so you can get a space in which to film or do things. And this place that we are at right now, we booked to be able to have the right
Pay like $2,000 to be here.
to film here. Now, what we found out when we got here, which is unfortunate, is that it is not a closed area. We're just allowed to film here, but it's still public, which is
Yeah, we paid $2,000 to share this space.
Nick was furious
So
about
mad.
it.
Yeah.
So kids
It
stay,
is just like a hostel, right?
so kids staying at the hostel can hear us talk about smoking crack.
There was
No,
a-
not us.
There was a
me.
mother
And
and
you
child
coming in
standing
my
right there
mouth.
when I'm talking
What the
about the
fuck?
cum.
And then right when you started, they just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
I literally said, hey, do you want to pass? Because I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna talk about Dan Benson's cock real soon. So, like, are you passing? Or are you saying? And they're like,
We're 5
saying.
minutes to
And I'm
cock
like,
time.
They're like,
so-
oh, Zeke? Yeah, we'll say,
Come on,
we'll say
come
who it
correct.
is.
It is fucking beautiful here.
Yeah, that
It's,
was
well, it's the only sunny day that
It's
we've
also
seen.
way more beautiful in New Zealand.
Have
Oh
you
yeah,
gone?
sorry.
No,
You should-
on GeoGuessr.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
you know,
Don't say
I
it like
never
you
get
would
dropped in
you would
Sydney.
go on a trip.
I never get dropped in Sydney. Whenever I get in Australia, it's like flat. I'm here. But Sydney's hilly.
Yeah, I
Hilly.
think once.
That's
The-
how
the
that's how
world's a big place.
GeoWizard says it.
Hilly. You should
Hilly.
play GeoGuessr with that one psychopath guy.
He
Rainbow?
has.
Yeah.
He already
He's
has.
already done that.
You should
Why do you think
that.
he knows him?
I don't know.
That guy started playing because of Ludwig. Do you know that?
No way.
Yeah.
He watched my video with GeoWizard, started playing the game, and
Yeah.
now became way better than me and GeoWizard.
I'm proud of
This
you.
is like everyone who's ever gotten into Melee because Ludwig.
Yeah. They're more annoying. That guy's skilled.
Yeah,
You know?
it'll be
Unless
cool in
in
like
5
4
years.
years. Yeah.
It's
When-
like the orphans.
Well, the
remember?
joke is that
New
they're all,
the orphans
they're all
that
better,
yeah,
but, yeah.
no parents, no losses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
My group's
reminds
about
me.
to blow up. Come on.
This reminds me of how. So there's a pretty big group of American players that are here. You know, some bunch of people that came from all over
Smash
the
players.
states. Yeah, Smash
For the
players
tournament? Okay.
for Phantom this weekend. And somebody that came from Canada is Elliot. And
Oh God.
Elliot.
Is he still 16?
No,
18.
he just turned 18.
Is he still 16?
Elliot
It's
has
so
been
funny.
attending tournaments. We talked about him before.
for like a
Elliot
year.
has been attending tournaments since he was 10 years old. I was at Elliot's first tournament when he was 10. And now he is here alone at 18 in Sydney drinking beer legally.
Yeah.
And it is so weird
Is it
to
like
watch.
his first legal beer?
Yeah, Sam said that he like
first legal.
Sam was watching him from across the bar, and Elliot had a beer, and he was like,
Yeah, he doesn't like the taste. It's funny.
Narc on him. Said it to his mom. Said it was fake. I'm drinking a beer.
"Yeah, you do know his mom."
Hey, your son is drinking legal beer.
I'm waiting for her to read the first 3 messages I sent, but after that, I'll let her know.
He's also Canadian. Like he's only a year off of being able to drink in Vancouver
Is
anyway.
it 19?
It's 19 in
Wow.
BC. Yeah. It's 19 and 18 everywhere in Canada.
Wait. It's different per region?
Yeah.
It's dumb as fuck.
It's like 18 in Alberta.
It's like states.
Yeah, but
Do
it's the
states
same
have
in
the
every state.
power?
Yeah.
Do states have the power to change
so
the drinking age?
states can make it lower than 21, but you lose this federal funding that
For
for
highways.
highways. Yeah.
That's so smart.
the highways.
Mhm.
Because
and
you would
nobody wants
drive
to
on
lose
the
the funding,
highway.
so they won't do it.
Yeah, they changed it from
Wow.
18 to 21 because of that.
And maybe the
But
alcohol
apparently,
lobby.
because I remember growing up, and I was always like, "That's really dumb that our drinking age is higher." But turns out when they they made it higher, it actually was really effective in reducing drunk driving deaths.
Wow.
So I cannot.
I feel like in America it's
complain.
good because you can have a weapon that kills a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you can also
Yeah, that's
join
a good
the
point,
army.
too.
They'll teach you the best way to kill people with it.
but
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
buy,
At 18.
but you can buy the weapon, but not the beer.
Well, I think that's good. That way you know how to use a weapon for the first 3 years sober. And
so
then
that
you
when
can
you're
use it
drunk at 21,
You're
Right.
your man.
You already know.
that's a good
You already
point.
know.
yeah, it's
that's
kind
a
of
good
like
point.
MP4, right? It's like you want to be good at the mini games, you got to play sober for a few years.
There's a. You guys ever watch Reno 911?
A few
A
times.
long time ago. It's such a funny show. It's like a fake cops reality show.
I only know New Boot Goofin.
Nubu Goofin, Nick Swartzen was on it. He was Terry, who always wore a tiny cowboy hat, and he was like Terry. Anyway, there's this bit where they're in a classroom, and it's like kids, like 5th graders, and like, all right, so we can't stop you guys from getting guns. Well, hell, you probably got some guns on you right now. What we can teach you is how to hit your man. It's really funny.
That's tight. Yeah, gun culture is crazy. I don't even know if I talked about it much, but when I went to the gun range with Schlatt for that OTK
Talked
video
about it a lot on the video
in
in the Yard channel,
in the Yard channel?
yardpodcast.com.
where they had the Nazi guns,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it still blows my mind when I think about it. They just
Yeah.
had Nazi guns ready to shoot,
Isn't it fucked up how racism was real?
and now it's
And now they
destroyed.
solved it.
Yo, that's W.
You're not even pointing
I
at
don't
it
know.
on your angle.
Yeah.
You're pointing,
You're pointing at the
You're just
buildings.
pointing at a different building.
Yeah,
It's actually I don't fuck with that one.
that's the Opera House.
If I'm
that's
being
Opera
real.
House. That's Shadow the Hedgehog. That's Big Ben.
It's crazy
Oh,
because
I've been
we're
saying Big Ben
filming
this whole
this.
trip.
We're filming this podcast like a couple hours after you landed.
yeah,
you
I
just
did.
got
Tell
here
us
this
about
morning.
your
You haven't even
traveling
been here.
journeys now.
I don't know. I popped out the pussy. Now I'm here. What you want?
do you like
Sheesh.
it? Is there a point where you're just too tired to riff? Or are you built different like me?
You always turn it on.
I'll turn it interviewer mode. I did Iron Mouse podcast, and I was just gassed. I just had a long day, and I had her show, and I'm just asking her questions. I just became the interviewer.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
what'd you do with your first big chunk of money when you got rich? And I'm
And then she starts talking, you're like, with your eyes open.
if I could, that'd be tight.
With the John
Wait,
Lennon's on.
I think I knew you were raw when you did that one interview on the phone while we were on a train in Italy. And you went to the gap between cars to take it.
Oh yeah, with the guy who's like, fuck it. Every time someone Googles parasocial, my name comes up. I'm off that shit, dude. I love you.
This is actually.
I love you.
I love
This
you
is
like
so
you're my
funny.
real ass
This is so
friend right
funny
now.
because we've been hanging out with Skip, who's the guy who made that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was which is like 4 minutes of the video that I made, right?
I'm here to balance it out always. I'll be the rock to your
I
Johnson.
love you.
Wayne.
Yeah, I love you more if you give us money. Do it, because I love
Yeah,
you.
you have afforded us a very lavish
Fans are
lifestyle.
not friends unless they're in the Patreon, and in which you are a friend because you
and
purchased
in which
that
case,
right.
Aiden, do the mic thing.
Do the mic thing, Aiden.
Oh, no. Oh,
Hello,
don't do
darkness,
that.
my
There's
old
kids,
friend. Come on, not in front of the fucking
What's the matter
children.
with
You're
you?
fucked.
You should have
just
known
say
not to
what's
do
the
that.
matter with you. It's the same.
The fuck is the
Look
matter
at the
with
kids in the eye and do that.
Dude, it's cute that all the menus here say brekkie.
They do say
They
brekkie.
do.
Do they?
It's so
Yeah.
funny
They might
'cause
as well say
little,
brekkie bears.
little Aussie slang just sneaks itself into actual
Like
published
snacky.
pieces of media.
Some of it's weird though, because Max Mofo asked to go to Phantom, which I thought was funny, because like we haven't hung out yet, and
Sure.
I didn't think he cared about Smash, but he's like, oh, can I come? And so I messaged Kalen. I'm like, yo, can Max come? And he's like, yeah, I'll sort him out. I'm like, that means something different
Yeah,
where
it's
I'm
like,
from. That's
I'm gonna fucking knock that guy's head off. It's like,
it's
oh,
not
you
gonna
don't
go
know
well.
him.
And then it's the same vice versa when
Quid
someone's like,
pro quo,
when someone's like, yo, hey, sorry about that, and you're like, oh, you're all right. They're like, what do you mean you're all right?
oh, is that bad?
You can't say that to Australian people because they assume that there was a problem to begin with.
oh,
If you say you're all right, they're like, yeah, of course I'm all right. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Why
Like,
would I not be?
Yeah,
Like,
the
fucks
thing-
up.
What am I
The thing
funny
that
to
I
you?
had to get used to was like people here who say like, "Oh, that's cool as."
Yeah.
Like as what?
We'll finish the sentence.
it's
And
just
they're like,
finish the
they're like,
sentence.
that's just it.
I watch the news. That shit's crazy. They actually talk like it the whole time. They never break. I don't know how they keep it up.
Right? Like the guy just stops.
They
He's
never-
like, does an American accent. Like, I'm fucking with you
It's in a
guys.
blooper reel. They go full American. They're like, no, bring it back. I got it. Come on.
Dude,
on.
I'm so excited for Anthony to meet Chad from Cold Ones because I met him and he was like, "All right, what we drinking?" I literally reached out to him because I was just like, "I'm gonna be in Australia. I know this person who lives here. It's kind of it'd be cool to meet this person." So I reached out. He comes like, "All right, what are we drinking?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't drink." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess I maybe should have told you that first." He's like, "Oh, well, what are we doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Okay. You like gambling?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like gambling." He's like, "All right, 10K at the Crown right now." And he starts walking. And I'm like, "Holy shit, I'm not gonna burn 10K right now." He's like, "How much you willing to lose?" And I'm like, "I'll punt 5K." And he's like, all right, we're going. And he just leads me, Tricky Mac, and a bunch of smashers to the Crown. And I was like, Anthony's gonna have a really
Did you
good
lose
time.
the 5K?
I only punted one.
Oh, there you
and
go.
I weaseled
He's
out.
not
of-
about the lifestyle.
Well, Australia's fucked with gambling. They've double the average loss per person from the second most country.
Because I think they have a lot more slotty machiney bears.
They just have
they
looser
have a
gambling laws.
really big pokey culture.
I think it's because they're all trapped on an island and they're bored.
No,
There's also-
they
I was
literally just
watching-
have lax laws.
No, I was watching Silence of the Lambs, and there's commercial.
I thought he was gonna say something smart for once. I thought he'd be
No.
like, no, I watched this
It was-
over
it was
video
on
about
te-
Australian gambling
So
laws.
the reason why we haven't had the TV on is one, we don't have Wi-Fi, and Nick was charging his phone through the television.
the,
'cause
TV, the USB port on the back
Yeah.
of the TV, which charges 1% every 25 minutes.
He just didn't come very prepared, so we had to turn on the TV and Silence of the Lambs. Like, oh, we'll watch this, but commercials started playing. So I watched a lot of Australian ads, and one of the campaigns was. It's this guy at a bar, and he's on his phone, and this guy comes up running in biking outfit, and he's like, yo, what are you doing? And the guy at the bar's like, oh, I'm just making a bet. He's like, set a deposit limit. That way you'll know when to stop. And then he runs off, and then it's like, make sure to set a deposit limit. Because it's like talking about betting on sports.
Ads here are dog shit.
So
Dude,
but
they
there's this idea
are.
that gambling is so ingrained in the culture that there's ads to prevent gambling losses.
well, I mean, that exists in the U.S., but
It is, but you're not going to get a television.
it's the
commercial for that.
online gambling laws. I think that's the reason that everyone spends so much. They're very lax. Stake.com is based in Australia.
No shit.
The people who founded it are Australian.
Trainwrecks is Australian.
Trainwrecks is Australian now. Same with Aiden Ross.
True. That's true.
I saw
True.
shit-
Yeah. True.
dude.
That's true. No. Yeah. That's true.
I watch an ad. That's your train. Okay, I got it. I watch an ad that was it was for this bed, and this guy goes, Emma, and then the girl pops up behind him. She goes, hers. Never mind. And then she lies down, and then it's like Emma mattress, and I'm like, bro.
Oh, I get it. I get it. That's a great ad.
We watched one which was basically just the liquefy tool on people's noses.
Yeah, 'cause
and they were making them dance.
the potato
But
smells
it
so
looked
good.
like shit.
It looked really
It looked so bad. It looked like a Prezzo edit, but it was on TV.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my nephew knows how to use Premiere. Let's have him do it. I'm sorry, Australians.
They're
I'd
already
like to
gone. They
formally
left after the
apologize
first
to
accent usage.
Australia here.
Just for that one, that was bad. Yan, it was funny. Yan didn't bring a toothbrush. We're all just
I have
coming
two
like
if you need.
like piece
You
of
need extra?
shit, piece of shit idiots.
Dude, I
And
stole
I-
a toothbrush from Miles's house.
I watched Yan just rub each one of his teeth down with a washcloth, like he was polishing like ancient trinkets.
Yeah.
With the cloth?
Paper towel.
Better
yeah.
than nothing.
Yeah, and I was like, this guy cares about his dental hygiene. I respect.
What happened to the fingy strat?
Dude, okay, did you have these things growing up? My mom used to buy these. It's like a traveling toothbrush, and it's like a thing you put over your finger, and it has like mint toothbrush powder, and you
Yes,
just put,
I do
you
remember
just
those.
I know what you're
put
talking
your
about.
finger.
Yeah.
The
You
same
just go
concept
nuts
is
with
if
your finger.
you're a prep cook and you cut your finger and you put
I
a
feel
little
like
condom
it's just
on your
hard.
finger.
It's like easier to just buy a toothbrush at the store instead of buying that.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
don't have
I
them.
think they fell out of fad really quickly because of that. But
Yeah.
you get like a huge stack of them, so they're much easier to pack.
They're like teeth condoms.
You pack them like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get your teeth condoms. I mean, I've
and
never.
then you can bust inside of them.
It's the most I've known my mouth. I know my mouth good now.
You ever get those weird little bumps in your mouth and you gotta pop them?
Yeah, I love doing that.
What?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
okay, thank
God.
little water balloons.
Yeah, like a little water
Towards
balloon.
like the bottom.
What is that shit?
I don't know. I like them.
It happened in the. I want right now. Oh,
Oh, get it.
I can feel. Hold on.
It's a cyst of
R
some sort,
slash
right?
popping, but on the
Ah,
inside.
I
R
got
slash
it.
inner popping.
No, I think it's like a not saliva. It's on your tongue, or salivary gland, maybe. I don't know.
One time,
Someone will
in
tell me.
college, I thought it'd be really funny to eat a raw jalapeno just because it was like, I was just working the crowd,
Right.
and I did it, and
It's
then
a baby version of crack.
and then I had kind of
Yeah.
and then I had hemorrhoids for like 3 months.
What?
It was fucking
Why
miserable.
would jalapenos give you hemorrhoids?
Because when I pooped it out, it was that shit.
Oh, this is what I meant to tell you, by the way. If you force your poop out, there's like a tube it's supposed to go down, but if you force really hard, it can like burst and go into other tubes it's not supposed to.
Yeah,
die
and then it
sepsis.
goes to
You
the
get
other tube and you go
butthole
to the Mario
poisoning.
level and it's like bloop. bloop,
Yeah.
It's like the Mario Party 2 minigame where you pick which pipe to
your
go
poop
down.
is just swimming.
Anyway, you don't want that. So
Yeah,
don't-
you die of
where-
sepsis.
That's
I
where
get
all
Do
Australian
this.
poop gets flushed.
get your squatty potty.
I could do that. Yeah,
I have a squatty potty.
dude. I had to clean Miles's parents' toilet bowl because I shit all over it.
Dude,
They'll never know
Australian toilets are so goated for pooping in.
why. Oh, because they're deep.
Because they have the huge mouth.
Yeah,
They are
they're
big.
they're like Mountain Dew cans. Before they changed them in like the early 2000s.
Not
like
that old.
the Mountain Dew can was like it was wide mouth, so you could get all the dew, and that's what and that's what the toilets do here is they get all your poop.
They got big asses in Australia, I guess. They got huge
There's
ass.
travel time when you poop in an Australian toilet.
Yeah.
It's like
There's lag.
It makes the cartoon noise.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
and in the when you flush and you use the poop setting, it unleashes the ocean.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's a torrent.
There's so much water.
yeah, I feel like in America we have the 2 buttons, but they're the same.
Yeah. I don't believe
yeah,
they do
there's a
different
lot
shit.
of two buttoners that clearly do
No
not work.
bidets here though.
bro.
No
Yeah.
bidets. Kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Nobody's is weird.
But I will say all of
Tweed,
my
innit?
poops here have been no wipe situations. Like where you wipe and it's dry.
Not me, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, that's
What
just
is it?
like
I've
that's
been
fine for
trying
my
to
better
life.
quality food.
I think the food. I think the diet. It's like it comes out cleaner.
We've been eating the same food, and I'm having trouble.
That's
So-
just your body.
My body is a
You
temple.
have a layer of
You
hell
wanted to have a
inside
three-way
you.
with me in my dream.
True.
So think
Defense?
about that.
I don't want to do it in real life.
Wow.
Why? That's so hurtful.
Defense again?
Why is this the hurt slime episode?
I feel like having a three-way with one of you would be
Formative.
terrible.
What?
Why?
It would, but it wouldn't last long, so you wouldn't be too sad.
With you?
Got you, King.
He shows up for 10 seconds. All right, I'm out. Have a good one, boy. Hey, crack the door.
I'm the orgasm guy.
You-
He's the pre-show.
What do you? Would you have even come here if not for Cold One?
No, I think there was 4 factors. It was this, which was a looming
Here
factor.
are my 4 factors. Why you need more?
Because
There was actually
Anyway.
5 factors. This
Yeah.
podcast is brought to you, but no, I'm kidding.
The Trash Taste Boys are here. They're in
Chase
Sydney.
boys are here. We're actually gonna hang out
Okay.
today and I think tomorrow. And then Cold Ones, and then this podcast, and then Phantom.
Yeah.
And I can stream Phantom. So those 4.
So there's a lot of reasons.
If one failed, I probably wouldn't have come. And I was close to bailing. I took a COVID test the day I was supposed to fly out.
And I was positive.
Yeah. And
Well, I
here I
almost
am.
didn't even come.
Deadass. I took the test, and there's a line on the C, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm going through, I'm like trying to figure everything out. And like right before I'm about to like cancel my flight, I look at the thing again, and I read the
No.
manual, and it says C is the negative one.
It's the control.
T, yeah, I thought C stood for COVID.
Oh my god.
And I was like, fuck.
What's the other one? T.
T.
What'd you think T stood
T is for totally COVID.
Oh no.
I don't know what I thought it stood for, but
How many
that
COVID
one,
tests have you taken, you fucking idiot?
I like a few.
so many.
Yeah, this is why it's the Hurt Slime episode. by the
Usually
way.
they're administered. So like most of the times I take them, someone
Someone
is
reads
like,
it for you, like words in a book.
negative, and I'm like, fair
You're
enough.
like, I trust you.
Got me again. So I was panicking, but it's still crazy how much time I lost though on that plane.
Yeah.
If you move to Australia, you just lose 2 days of your life forever.
You get them back if you go home.
No,
you
if
just
move,
bank
that's
them.
why I said if you move.
Yeah, but you can always get them back.
No, because you'll die here if you move here.
Not how time
Right.
works.
No, he's right.
You lose 2 days forever.
This is when we were sitting in the office, and
This
you're
is-
like, "Yeah, if you kept flying the one way, you'd
Oh my
never
God.
grow
That
up."
could be real.
I was dying at
That
that.
could still be fucking real, bro.
be young forever, Ludwig.
This is just Steins Gate, but
Yeah, that's how they figured it
in
out.
real life. A Japanese guy flew to Australia.
Peter
he was
Pan
like,
was
"Whoa."
just a guy who never got off a Qantas flight.
That dude toot-to-root himself around the world. Enough to say young
Peter
forever.
Pan, brought to you by Qantas.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna ask if you think you're gonna have a fun time, or you're just worky bears all the time. I don't even
think-
know you
I
anymore.
think
You're not the woman I married.
I like worky bears.
yeah.
The only thing I'm sad about is I wish I had a fucking Vespa here. I might ask the hotel concierge.
There's
if
been
they
a
can
few.
hook me
I've
up.
seen a few around.
We saw a few.
There's quite a few.
I was wrong. There's a Vespa culture here.
I think there's Vespa cultures in every single city that's not in America.
I was gonna say not in.
Yeah. But everywhere else, it's like they kind of got that shit on lock because
Yeah.
it's like cheaper, you can navigate quicker, and you can park better, which is like with the dream for a city. So I'm gonna see if I can
you know
bust
what,
one.
Ludwig? If you would have come up to me in Italy and said, if you hang out with us, it would make me really happy, and I would have done it.
I would have felt like I was forcing you.
You would be disgruntled doing it.
for my.
If he was literally honest with me, say like, I like when you hang out with us, it would make me happy. And then those are the magic words that I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that.
I'd never put that pressure on you.
It's not pressure if you're just explaining your feelings, you fucking
It is
psychopath.
pressure because you were saying you want to do the opposite.
Yeah. I'm literally trying to get you to do what you don't want to do.
But then you were all mad, and you said you'll
I
never
wasn't
travel
actually
with
mad.
me again.
I'm much more.
I remember
No, he said
that.
he wouldn't stay with you.
Yeah, I
again.
wouldn't stay with you.
You'd never
Yeah.
stay with me?
Yeah,
He
you
just
hotel
wants a
room.
separate room.
Yeah.
But I also like. There's other reasons why separate rooms
But
good.
you'd stay with him
I did stay with
And
him.
me.
Yeah.
and Nick.
Yeah.
But not me
That's
because,
because they're
because
hot.
I'm less of
Me
a
and him
footprint.
They're hot.
joined One Piece calls on Twitter.
We did do
One
that.
Piece discussion
I
groups.
would have done that with you. You know I'm crazy
He-
for a bit.
Look,
would've
I
done
will
that with
say
you.
of everyone in the group, the one who I'm most excited to travel with is usually Aiden for two reasons. One, he's the most knowledgeable. So if I'm ever lost, I can ask him a question, and he'll be like, yeah, in Singapore, like if you smoke weed, they'll kill you. And I'll be like, okay, cool, I won't
Yeah,
do
they
that.
don't do that, by the way. But
And then two, he's also the town whore.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I'm
can
the
just bust
whore
his chops.
too.
You're more of a whore. Nick's the least.
Of a whore.
Nick's like a fucking brick wall.
What?
Sometimes.
He's a PvPer.
What do you
'Cause
mean?
Every time, well, sometimes when I try to run a bit, you just run one right back.
That's
And-
PvP.
And yeah, he PvPs a lot.
Wait, what?
you're PvP.
You're PvPer.
Because you'd be like,
PvP.
ha, I stand by.
Wait, you're saying that you would rather me?
Yes. Yes.
That's funny. You
Come
think
on.
you'd rather me say nothing?
Well, you don't laugh though. You just do the PvP and then you.
So you'd rather me not banter. You'd rather me just laugh at your
No, it's not
joke.
even banter. I just you don't. I don't think. I think you.
Oh,
when I
what?
talk to you, you're just
Don DeMarco.
you're just dunking.
Yeah, I think, well, we all have our unique Wu-Tang style, and I think that's what makes us fun. And so Aiden just laughs at everything you say, and it's fun.
Aiden's a Stavros.
Yeah, he's a Stavros, because I was on the plane talking about there's bones in the seats, and he was just losing his mind. I'm like,
great.
this is great. Well, me,
bones critters.
with Ludwig, it's like me and Ludwig, like, we're always working on the television show that is in our mind of just being two characters. I think that's what my fun is, right? Sometimes I'm the straight man, sometimes you're a straight man, and with Nick, he's more of like a Pokemon master, like putting his hat backwards and then like hitting the period on the bit, the punctuation
I see.
mark.
I see.
And-
I do think that is the case.
Whatever flavor that bursts in your mouth is what you like the most.
But, but that's the thing.
You
Is,
town hooer.
I get us to have 10 bits in a minute.
Sure, but it's not about volume. Sometimes it's about how you use it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
would
gonna
know.
fill your
I
mouth.
agree.
He's
So
been in
I'm gonna
threesomes.
fill your mouth with laughter. I'm gonna pump hot laughter into
I keep
you.
looking at the Canadian embassy is behind us.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to show up?
Yeah, we could probably go.
Oh, it just says Canada.
I have
It
a
does
few.
just say
I have a
Canada.
few plus ones I haven't used. They roll over too.
They
so.
got Timmy Hortons in there.
Yeah, just for us.
Legally, they have to.
Dude, I did a thing message me when we got here, and he's like, yeah, let's go rock climbing and talk about meat.
Yeah.
Because he's really excited because he bought all these weird meats for us that he wants us to consume.
He asked me before he bought him. He's like, "Hey, would you try some meats?" And I was like, "I'll try some meats."
Yeah.
He wants us to take a shit that looks like a cinder block.
He's got the classics. He's got snakes. He's got drop bears.
He's the
got
Australian
koalas.
that I make in my head as a joke before I come
But
here.
for real.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to go climb rock and eat meat.
Him and Alexa are funny because they'll be like, "Yeah, we go spear fishing," and I'm like, "What? Like casually?"
It's like, no, we're just getting drunk and munting.
Yeah, he wanted to take us diving while we were here, but apparently it's too cold.
No, he wanted to go deep water soloing, rock climbing with like over the water with no
yeah.
rope. So when you fall into
He
the
thought you
also
were rock
did
climbing
want to take
underwater.
us spearfishing though.
Yeah, and he
You
also
climb
wanted to go
down?
spearfishing, yeah.
Which is insane.
Like a caveman.
Dude, he's such a Chad. I remember after the shoot we did with the sketch, he was like, I was like, how'd you like something when he went to Anime Expo or something?
Right.
Like, oh, it's great, man. Too many potties. And I'm like, this guy fucks so
Big con.
much. Like, I just can't. I was like intimidated like it was high school again.
Dude, I've got
he's
a
a-
story for you after
Yeah?
we're done.
Australians are built a bit different.
Bit of a nut ATM, yeah.
He's a nut ATM, and also Alexa is just like super handsome, got a cool mustache. I'm like, these guys are fucking Chad.
I was
bro.
waiting across the street because where this building is, there's a rec center, and there's these kids there. And I was looking at these kids while I was waiting for you to come out. What? Anyway, I'm staring at these kids.
Let him talk about
And
how he was staring at the kids now.
They're doing 5-on-5 half court, and the stamina and like the moves these kids are doing, I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn, they do it different down under.
Yeah, you were just admiring the kids.
And like, cause how well they play basketball.
Right, of course.
Ludwig was just playing AFL. I just didn't know. He's like, this shit's not basketball. They're crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
well,
were they playing basketball?
Yeah, they're playing basketball.
They got that shit here?
They got that shit here.
I didn't think they like knew how to
The
play
net
basketball.
goes the other way though.
they,
up.
they bounce it in.
Yeah. You gotta, and then you catch it when it comes out. It's a point. Call that a try here.
Sometimes a pelican just swoops by and eats your basketball, and that's like the golden snitch, and you
Yeah.
win the game.
Then you just win.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
That's a hot
90,
You know
folks.
90.
Kyrie Irving was born in Australia?
From Kingdom Hearts?
Who's Kylie Irving?
He's the flat earther.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. I think it's
Never mind.
fucked up how she had long hair in the second game.
Anyway, so everyone, I found a Drake song I like. It's called In Too Deep. It's off Certified Lover Boy. First half is better than second half, in my opinion. Controversial.
Wait, what
That's
is
our
this?
90 minutes. We're ending. I just wanted to give a little song I like at the end. It's my
Is it-
new. I'm gonna give a little
Is
song.
that a new thing?
Yeah, it's my new thing.
Why?
I say the current Drake song I like the most because I'm in Australia and it reminds me of Miles.
All right. Well, because Nick can literally do no wrong in our viewers' eyes, I think they'll look forward to it at the end of every episode until you're
Let
dead.
me know if you like the first half or the second half when the beat switch comes in of In Too Deep by Drake off Certified Lover Boy in the comment section below. And also consider the Patreon while you're at it. And that's our 90.
Unsubscribe. We're here to make too much.
We're gonna make too much money,
Yeah, you
Too-
can unsubscribe.
too much bread.
We're good. We're capped out.
Hey,
Oh,
take
also really quick. So we kind of fucked up the Patreon episode that went up like yesterday or
Yeah.
whatever because the GoPro's all overheated and then Miles' internet was 3 up.
No.
So none of it uploaded. So Archie and Shuby combined their efforts and animated the
Wait, there's
the
no
premium.
footage?
No.
Really?
They animated
I didn't
the
know. I
premium
thought it was just the
episode,
part that got
and
lost.
it's very cute. So if you're in the Patreon, you got a little treat this week. Not really a treat. It's mostly us fucking up. But
Our treat. We fucked
we
up.
do have the GoPro.
but
footage.
it is very cute. So when we have it, maybe we'll upload it later. So I don't know. It's not worth it. Anyway, we're gonna go soyjak at the Opera House and make a thumbnail. And with that, goodbye everyone.
Bye-bye.
And enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
It goes over to I have a photo. I'm gonna show
This
you
is
guys.
the quickest way to get bashed. If
That's what I was saying. It's
This
the
is-
fastest way to fucking get jumped.
dude,
So I'm gonna show you guys this
guys in
photo.
the Macca's are literally like the queue timer is about to pop. They are there, like they're fucking waiting their
It was-
turn to rumble.
It was the most lit McDonald's I've ever been to. It's just young.